That's the chauffeur.
And everything you should do is in Yah's name. You've got to do everything that he says in his name.
Yeah.
Woo. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah.
Praise Yah.
Romans 11:5. That's when we was talking about that remnant.
Praise Yah. Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Thank you, Yah.
Praise Yah.
Yes.
We sing praises to your name. Oh, yeah. We sing praises to your name. Oh, yeah. For your name is great and greatly to be praised. Praise Yah. Praise Yah.
All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High, Yah. As Yashayah says in this song, all praises to the Most High, Yah. Satisfied the way I live. All praises to the Most High. May you all be blessed. Shalom, everybody. Welcome to Mashiach Assembly Ministries, House of Yah. I'm your brother, Uncle Yahya, also known as Uncle Yahshua. Shalom, Maya. Shalom, Roberta. Shalom, Yashara, La, Kayana, Lava, Yah. Shalom, Mashiach Assembly Ministries, everybody worldwide. Shalom, brother Run Rock. Good to see you, brother Run Rock. Be safe out there driving, brother Run Rock. Shalom, everybody. Shalom, Diana. All right, guys. So we're tonight is the Q&A, but I got something I'm gonna bring out first in the thumbnail, and we got some we're gonna open an ancient book later as well, and we got some fruit. We definitely got some fruit to bring out. Divine discussions. Time to divinely discuss some lifetime events and give some spiritual answers to the Most High children's questions from all over the world. Welcome to Divine Discussions. Facts. Yeah, welcome to Divine Discussions, episode, I think it's like 59. We're going strong, 60 episodes deep. All right, so let's get started. Let me put the link in the chat so my brothers and sisters can join me on the screen. On Sunday nights, it's only the elders and Hakyama, but on Friday nights, anyone can join, anybody. So let me go to the chat again, comments, and put the link, Control V, enter. All right, that's a link for my brothers and sisters to join me on the screen. And all right, so we're going right in. We're getting started nice and early. I know y'all like, oh, you actually a little bit on time tonight. Yeah, I ain't on CPT time. I ain't on Hebrew time tonight. All right, so let me do the thumbnail. Hold on, let me let the elder in first. Shalom, Elder Taj Balaya Yanapa. Out there in Oakland, Cali, in the building. All right, so let me do the thumbnail first. Oh, what am I doing? I already got it open. Okay, present, share screen. And the elder got a delay in his video, so if y'all see him respond like 50 seconds later, that's because he has a delay. All right, guys. So, let me see. Oh, window, bang, share screen. All right. So this was the thumbnail, right? And the thumbnail is very interesting, right? It says Neil Degrassi Tyson. That's the most famous black scientist in the world. Supposed to be known for his intelligence. For anybody who know anything about this black intelligent man, this man of knowledge and science, then you would know, if you know anything about him, you would know he's also very arrogant and has the personality of a squid. Sorry, just keeping it real. Y'all know how we do here. Y'all know us, we just keep it real. Right? We ain't worried about people's feelings. We're about keeping it real here.
Bossy, you know what it is.
All right? So y'all already know what it is, okay? So everybody, if you follow him, you know he got the personality of a grapefruit. I don't even want to put that off on grapefruits because I love grapefruits. But yeah, so he gets very emotional, very triggered whenever someone doesn't agree with his theory or with anything. He's very, very emotional, right? Gets all loud and boisterous. And as you're gonna see in this clip, when someone is not agreeing with his theory or his what he's trying to bring out, his thesis or his train of thought, he makes faces, he be rolling his eyes, all emotional. I don't like people like that. I don't like people like that. So needless to say, you know, if I was in the scientist world, and he wouldn't be my friend. So anyway, but everybody's has been given free will from the Most High. Everyone has the ability to think as they may. We can all agree to disagree, but he's thank you. Charles Balayar said it is very interesting, but I know this guy, he's a liar. Don't believe anything he's got to say. Exactly. And some are also saying that he's been bought off by the serpent seeds, the powers that be, what they call them. They bought him off. So any agenda they want to push, he's going to go along suit. And the funny thing is, the things that he be pushing, that's what Taj Balayah said he's a liar, is because it goes against science, period. Like the things he be saying, he don't even believe the things he's saying. If he did, he couldn't be one of the most intelligent scientists in the world today. And the problem that comes along with science, y'all remember we had that troll in here who tried to troll our ministry by talking about some science. And he got his little science butt handed right to him. You heard? Fast, quick, fast, and hurry. If you think I'm not intellectually inclined enough to understand science, and that's pseudo crap, science is just ridiculous, honestly. But I think some of that is going to come out tonight. Is that in this clip? I don't remember. Oh, that's in another clip. Oh, no, that's in another clip. That would have been good to bring out. But that's going to be another divine discussion. It's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. All right. So now, Todd said he gave himself willingly facts. All right. So now the thumbnail says, hold on, let me see. Did Laria put the title yet? She said, we early with the young bro. Laria, could you put the title for me in the chat? Or anyone, could y'all put the title for me? So the thumbnail says, Neil, there we go. She quick on the drip. Shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to JoJo. She did good, JoJo. You ain't got a papa, JoJo. That's her dog, guys. Thank you, Zayana and Laria. It says the thumbnail says Neil Tyson, and it says today I feel 80% female. And then over here to the right, it says tomorrow I might feel. So today I feel 80% female. All right. So the title that I titled the video is titled Every Day, Who Decides If We Are Male or Female? And what are your thoughts, people? Episode 59. All right. So we're going to get into this nice and early. All right, so let's see what Neil Degrassi Tyson, one of the most famous emotional scientists in the world. That's what I'm calling. You need to call him the emotion man. That's what I'm gonna call him, emotion man, right? So let's see what he has to say about today. I feel 80% female. Tomorrow I might feel. All right, so let's go. I got the clip that I put together. Now, I got the clip from someone else's because it was easier for me than to chop it all up by myself. So I'm like, let me just take this dude's. He already chopped some of it up. But I put I put the logo for the ministry over over his reactions, but I left it the opacity a little low so y'all could see that there's something under there, because I don't want people to think like that he got his logo all plastered all over the thing. It looks like a vein or something. No, we're not. But so you could probably see some of his reaction under our logo, but I did that purposely. All right, so let's get into the clip. All right. We're going to stop share this, and we're going to, Shalom Hakyama. Shalom Dorobia. All right. And we're going to, I need to share, present, share screen. We in early, 8:45. This thing. Share. All right, let me make it full screen. All right, let's go. Let's see what Neil Degrassi Tyson had to say about 80 to this morning. He felt 80, somebody felt, he felt 80% female or something like that. All right, let's get going. And this is for educational purposes. Copyright disclaimers in effect. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. This has nothing to do with suppressing anybody's right to call themselves whatever they want or be whatever they want. The Most High himself, whether you believe in him or not, he's given us all free will, and we have the free will. If you want to identify as a donkey, then you walk around and go hee-haw, hee-haw. As long as you don't mess with nobody, ain't none of my business, because you are your own individual, and you got to stand before the Most High at the judgment and explain why you identify, why you wanted to be a donkey, right? And ain't got nothing to do with me, as long as you don't harm no one else being a donkey. You know, you ain't no donkey running around trying to kick people, then it ain't got nothing to do with me. All right. So yes, so it's none of my business. I know how to mind my own business. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm here to teach the word of the Most High. You ain't got to believe in the Most High. You can believe in science. You can believe in whatever you want to believe. But, you know, everybody got a free will to do what you may. Everyone has it. The Most High granted us that right. All right? Now, if you don't believe in science, I mean, you don't believe in the Most High, then whatever. Whatever God you believe in, Anunnaki or Odin or Bodin or Dolan Trimp or whatever you believe in, you know what I mean? Science or Anunnaki, like Billy the Canaanite, foolish Carson dude. All right. Now, all right, here we go. Let's watch this fool, Taj. There go.
And you feel like you're more female and more male.
The XXXY chromosomes are insufficient, because when we wake up in the morning,
Let's stop right there. We got to stop that right there, right off the rip. He said the XXY chromosomes are insufficient. Y'all hear that? So your XX and your Y chromosomes are insufficient for what? The Most High created us with these chromosomes, which determine the gender of the person. They're insufficient for what? They serve their purpose. All right? Oh yeah, he a whole mess. So this is agenda based, what he's doing, because the thing he says make no sense in science. All right, let's go back again.
And you feel like you're more female and more male.
the XXXY chromosomes are insufficient, because when we wake up in the morning, we exaggerate whatever feature we want to portray the gender of our choice. Suppose no matter my chromosomes, today I feel 80% female, 20% male. I'm gonna put on makeup. I'm gonna do that. Tomorrow I might feel 80% male. I'll remove the makeup and I'll wear a muscle shirt. Why do you care?
Yeah.
What?
What? Okay. So I'm a little lost in this whole thesis. Okay, so today you wake up and you feel what did I tell y'all when I taught with the Hebrew lessons, the first series in the Hebrew lessons? I said the westernized mindset is based on what first? How you feel, literally. And the Hebrew mindset from the Most High was based on faith first, belief, so you can hear from the Most High, right? So, and then you have to choose, right? You have to choose to do what you heard from the Most High. But the westernized mindset that came from Greco-Roman was how you feel. See? So right there, he literally just said, today I feel, not today I am. Do y'all see the difference? It's all in the declaration. It's not today I am 80% female, but today I feel 80% female. So tomorrow I can feel, listen guys, 90% cockroach. Yeah. I could wake up tomorrow and feel 90% cockroach. So I throw in some antennas and I go outside and I say, I'm a cockroach. And what if somebody take a big shoe and just stamp on? Well, you said you're a cockroach. So imagine you go outside, you talking about, today I feel 90% cockroach, and somebody just take a can of Raid and spray it in your face. Right? You shouldn't be able to go to the police. You shouldn't be able to go press them up on charges, right? Because it ain't no law against us spraying a cockroach, is it? Is there a law in this world against us spraying a cockroach with Raid? They sell it in the store. So if you go out here and talk about you feel 90%, I should be able to just spray you right in your face as soon as you said it. Well, take that, cockroach. Be gone. Right? And there should be no. So do you understand? You feel you see how foolish this is? Yeah, Wyatt, that's a good one. Someone could wake up and say, I feel 90% termite. And then come and start eating on your house. Start biting on your house. You talking about, you can't do nothing. I'm a termite. That's what termites do. You and I'm like, guess what? Whatever they use to exterminate termites, then okay. So I mean, it's just this is. I know it sounds crazy, but this is how crazy. But do y'all not understand that this is what the Bible says? It says at the end, it'll be as if the days of Noah, but even worse. In Noah's days, there was Nephilim, they was mixing with the food, what they doing today, splicing the food and, you know, what they call that food that they got now, genetically modified and hybridized, and they was mixing animals. That's what they making little piglet humans and monkeys with pig, like they doing everything they was doing in the days of Noah. But in the days of Noah, they wasn't walking around talking about, today I feel like a beetle bug. Today I feel like a dung beetle, and I'm gonna walk around covered in poop. I'm gonna walk around rolling balls of poop all day, and everybody need to get out of my way. Hey, you need to respect my right as a dung beetle. Like, y'all see, this is what the Bible is talking about. This is what they said, as in the days of Noah, even worse. This is even worse, bro. And they telling us we got to respect all of it. We just got to whatever. So again, forget what the Most High created. You see what this fool said? He said the XX and the Y chromosome insufficient. That don't matter no more. Wow. Okay. So, all right. So I'm just saying, just like I said at the beginning, This is just for educational purposes. This is a reaction video. This is a ministry. We have no political viewpoints. We're not telling nobody to be nothing or they can't be nothing. You can be what you want. The Most High gave every last person in this world free will. You want to be a poopy beetle, then go and poop on. Push all the dung poop you want to around the world. You want to be a cat and go and poop in a litter box, then litter on. Just don't just don't do it in my way. Just don't harm me with it. You can do whatever you want, as long as you don't harm. My Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. As long as you respecting your neighbor, as long as you clean up the poop, I don't care. You could, thank you. You said turn on my mic. Thank you. You could, let's say you end up my neighbor, right? You end up moving to the house next to me. I find out you come out the house, you look like a cat. You got a whole cat furry suit on. I'm like, oh my goodness, I live next door to a cat. I don't care. Be a cat. Long as you clean up your poop like the cat do. Long as you take your litter box and clean it up. Just don't, if you a dog, just don't be pooping in my yard. If you do, then pick it up. Hopefully at another time when you wake up, you feel that half the time you're a man, half the time you're a dog, then poop or scoop yourself or something. I don't know. Just, respect. Like, that's what my scriptures say. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Treat others as you want to be treated. Respect my space, I respect yours. All right? But everyone, don't get so judgmental. Don't be so much in your feelings. Let these people do as they may. They want to be alligators. Let them go ahead and jump in the water thinking they're an alligator. Because the real alligators got a thing or two to say about it, right? But they got the free will. I mean, you can love your neighbor. You might tell them, you might say to them like, okay, I don't suggest that I know you're an alligator, and I know it's not okay for me to say that you're not an alligator, right? Because you can't say, I know that you think you're an alligator, right? Because that might be offensive. They writing all these laws. Remember, as in the days of Noah, it's even worse, right? So we gotta give Caesar what Caesar. We gotta follow the laws of the land we in, as long as they don't go against the Most High. And those are not going against the laws of the Most High, guys. The Most High said we have been given free will. They got free will to do what they may, as long as it don't harm somebody else. So that means we gotta respect the laws of the land. So if the Lord says I can't tell him he think he an alligator, if he say it, if today he feel like, and I gotta say it, then I say it. I say, you know what? I know you're an alligator. See, I don't have no problem, right? Because I understand free will. I say, now this is when you love your neighbors yourself. Okay, I know you're an alligator, but you talking about jumping in that lake. I'm in Florida. There's alligators in all these lakes. I'm like, my advice to you as loving my neighbor is myself, Mr. Alligator, right? Mr. Croc, like Larry, I say, get your Croc on. You got some Croc shoes on. This fool got Croc shoes on with an alligator thing on his head or something that he done bought out of the Halloween store. Talk about, rah, rah. I don't know what alligators do. What alligators do? I don't even think alligators make noise, right? He think he a gator. So I'm like, okay, Mr. Gator. Cool, Mr. Gator man. But when I see him trying to go get in that water, hey, Mr. Gator man, you might not want to, I know you a gator, but you might not want to go in that water because there's some other gators. Now, maybe I can't say real gators because that might be wrong if they put this stuff in the law. But there's Pissy Lola said there's some Detroit gators in that water. There's some Chicago gators in that water. I don't think they don't understand the laws of Caesar. I don't think they understand free will. Because they still work off instinct as the Most High created them. You got to understand, guys, they don't got free will. This is what I'm supposed to teach alligator man. They don't got free will, brother or sister, because it'd be both, right? So you might want to think twice about these gators because they don't follow the law of Caesar. They follow the law of the Most High. Did y'all hear that? They don't understand that the X and the XX and the Y chromosome is insufficient. They don't understand none of that. They live off instinct of the Most High as he created them. You might not want to play around with the Most High's creation. You might want to stay in free will land with you know, those who the Most High gave free will. That's the, you see? So that's loving your neighbors yourself and giving Caesar what Caesar's and respecting the laws of the land you in. I'm cool. That's why it's like, okay, they put in what they call them things. They put in kitty litter boxes in the bathrooms in elementary school, so the kids can go and that say they identify as a cat and they can go poop in the kitty litter box. That mean I just keep my get my kids out of the school. You see, I don't gotta go down there protesting and they ain't cats and all that. Man, listen, let these people do as they may. That mean come out of her, my people. That's what that mean. That mean just get up out of there. You know what, baby? I'm sorry, I know you like school, but these kids is pooping in litter boxes. You know you seen it. So I'm sorry, you can't go there no more. Because your X and Y chromosome, they matter. They're sufficient to me and my free will. Now, when you get older, you could do what you may. You can go out there and say you a cat and go on poop in litter boxes too. Just get out of, you won't be in my house pooping in no litter box. All right? So remember, that's the free will. All right. So I just need to explain that because as we are doing reaction to this video, you know, a lot of stuff like that will get you you know, striked and all that. And they say that we are I ain't judging nobody. Be what you want. Whatever. Just respect the laws of the land you in and respect my space and don't harm nobody. And you could be what you want. Be a beetle dung, a dung bug, all you want. All right, so now let's see. Let me go back to this. Let's go back to this idiot juice. Let's see what he says.
And you feel like you're more female and more male.
The XXXY chromosomes are insufficient because when we wake up in the morning, we exaggerate whatever feature we want to portray the gender of our choice. Suppose no matter my chromosomes, today I feel 80% female, 20% male. I'm gonna put on makeup. I'm gonna do that. Tomorrow I might feel 80% male. I'll remove the makeup and I'll wear a muscle shirt.
That one threw me off. What I mean, I don't even need to try to understand this because it's like I don't think. I mean, I've been on this earth for a very long time. I'm an elder. Okay, and I ain't never woke up and felt 80% female. You know what I mean? What? And then it's talking about I'm gonna put on makeup, and then tomorrow I feel 30% male, and I'm gonna put on a muscle shirt. To me, that's a high level that's a very high imbalance. That means something's very chemically wrong. You see? Now it's different. Let me explain. Just my opinion. Not no financial advice, not no spiritual advice, not just an opinion right here. And opinions are like booty holes. Everybody got one, right? All right. So now, just my opinion. Take it as you may. My opinion is if you wake up and you feel 100% female, that's just what you feel. And remember, we got free will, do what you may. But to me, if today you wake up and you feel 80% female, tomorrow you wake up, you feel 30% male. The next day you wake up, you feel 60% female. The next day you wake up, you feel 90% crocodile. The next day you like something to me, there's some imbalance there. Right? In science and everything. Right? We all went to elementary school, most of us, right? So we learn equations at least. That's not mathematically sound. That means there's a strong imbalance of these fluctuations of what you're feeling like based on your genetic or your makeup, since they don't want to say there's no such thing as genetic, which I don't understand. I don't get this, but whatever, right? They can do what they want. So now it's like, to me, if you felt today you were 80% female and you want to put on a dress and makeup, and tomorrow you felt like you 80% male and you want to put on a muscle shirt, now you like, that's some serious extremes. It's like two, you know, that's two extremes. y'all know equation is balance, right? It's balance. That's the whole point of equating. Yeah, that's some serious toss to and fro. That means there's a very high imbalance. So there's an issue there. So anyway, I'm not going to try to explain this. Let's go through some of this. Let's let them get somewhere.
Are insufficient. Because when we wake up in the morning, we exaggerate whatever feature we want to portray the gender of our choice. Suppose no matter my chromosomes, today I feel 80% female, 20% male. I'm gonna put on makeup. I'm gonna do that. Tomorrow I might feel 80% male. I'll remove the makeup and I'll wear a muscle shirt. Why do you care?
Yeah.
What business is it of yours to require that I fulfill your inability to think of gender on a spectrum? My only point was that if who you decide is male and female in the street is a construct of style and trends and what the beauty industrial complex wants you to see, if that's how we establish gender, then maybe some people want to be fluid within that gender identify. So they'll wear a skirt, but maybe have a beard, or they'll mix and match that in whatever way you want. Hold on. Wait, I'm almost done. So,
okay.
If a person using the tools of the beauty industrial complex wants to mix and match this,
yeah,
and they are expressing their freedom in a free country to do so, why is your job to tell them not to?
Okay.
That's my only point. And so I'm speaking of gender expression and the freedom to do so. And if you want to restrict that, then what country are we living in? Yeah, go on.
So first of all, I don't know a single person, and we've talked to trans people on the show. We have trans employees at Trigonometry. We've spoken to all sorts of people about this issue. I do not know a single person who wants to prevent people from dressing how they want, or behaving how they want, or choosing any name that they want. However, the problem is...
So you don't, but you know such people are out there.
I'm sure such people exist in the same way that there are people who believe that the earth is flat and so on, but they're a tiny minority.
They exist.
It is
I don't know how tiny they are.
He said he know that they're out there, just like there's people that believe the earth is flat, how tiny they are. And then Neil said, we know how tiny, they're not so tiny. So some people believe the earth is flat. I guess I'm part of that tiny minority, because I believe the earth is flat because the Most High said it. It is circular. I believe the earth is like this quarter. You see it? It's still a circle. It's still a sphere. Well, circle. It's still round, but it's flat. And it still has 4 corners. The top of it, see that quarter? The top of it is north, south, east, west. 4 corners on a circle. But it's flat, because the Bible says it. And I'm a Hebrew, and I have to have faith and belief first in the word of the Most High. And then with my free will, I choose to believe it. See, I don't go off feelings. These fools, these scientists, they don't explain why when I need to go from here to another place in the world, when it's a straight line, why the airplane don't take me straight to the straight line, why I got to go all the way around and do all that. You know, yeah. But when you understand that the earth is flat, then you will understand that's why it has to go all the way over here to come back over here, when it makes no sense on a on a globe Earth, a globe. All right, not circular but round. All right. So anyway, yeah. So because I believe in the Most High, that's why. All right. So, and that's why they show you that what's the name looks bigger on that globe than Africa, and this one looks big. But when you flatten that when you flatten that map out, you understand that all that could fit right inside of Africa. All these countries, they try to show you Greenland and all the Australia, all these countries are. But anyway, this ain't about that. So anyway, I just had to say that because he threw a flat Earth jab in there. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly why they do that. Because if they just went from here to there, you'd be like, hold up. Right? All right. So Shalom Akiana. All right. So they just they threw a jab at us, Bible believers.
Exist in the same way that there are people who believe that the earth is flat and so on, but they're a tiny minority.
They exist.
It is
I don't know
not
how
a
tiny they are, given the dialogue today.
Fair point. However, what I would say is that
I agree with that one, Neil. He said, I don't know how tiny they are, given that you got that right. We ain't as tiny as you think we are. Facts. But anyway, that's these scientists. They got their own agendas. All right, let's let them go. Let me put it back and see what this brother is going to say discussing his
thoughts of people about this issue. I do not know a single person who wants to prevent people from dressing how they want or behaving how they want or choosing any name that they want. However, the problem is...
So you don't... But you know such people are out there.
I'm sure such people exist in the same way that there are people who believe that the earth is flat and so on, but they're a tiny minority.
They exist.
It is
I don't
not
know how tiny they are, given the dialogue today.
Fair point. However, what I would say is that the conversation in the public consciousness has become prominent not between people who want to defend the right of anyone to dress how they want and the people who want to prevent that. The reason the conversation has become an issue is that we assign and allow certain privileges to people based on their sex. If you are female, you get to go to places that only other females are in, like changing rooms and toilets and so on. If you are female, you get to compete only with people of your sex because females are at a disadvantage in physical competition to males in almost every sport. In other words, we carve out certain areas where your sex matters tremendously, even though we may respect your right everywhere else to believe that you are whatever you are, to dress however you are, etc. So your claim that today you woke up and put lipstick on and grew your hair out long and tweezed out your mustache and whatever, and therefore you are female, has an impact on other people in certain contexts in which that is a problem.
You gave only two contexts. You have interesting for the viewer.
All right, hold on. Now I know I should have did my other clip. I didn't have time though. So in the other clip, I should have did the other clip. I mean, it took it from the whole thing because there was so much more. So he said because that dude who was just talking, he was trying to give the example of how what Neil is saying, these things still affect other people because there are situations where a female can be in a female only environment, right? And Pincy Lola said Neil didn't tell Diddy no. That's hilarious, right? So Neil brought up a situation, guys, and he said there should be no male and female only bathrooms. You hear what he said? I wish I would have grabbed it because we could have broke that down. He said in New York City, they have bathrooms now that are male and female. So the male and the female, they go in the same bathroom. And he said, all bathrooms around the world, everywhere should be like this. There should be no, so the male and the female should go in the same bathroom, and they should have oh, Zayana said that's in Oregon too. Wow. And they should have, and he gave it examples. You should put a divider so at least the female can close the door and the male, so she'll have some privacy when she wants to poop. But the male, and then he can, and the male divider when he's peeing, I'm like, what? So there should be Yana says, so confusing when you see them rooms in UK at some places. Wow. So I don't be outside, guys. So I am like I've been locked in teaching the word for so long. I have no idea really what's going on. I have never seen this before. So there's actually, I wouldn't even know what to do. When a matter of fact, I did show a video where they got remember, you know, the images on the bathroom, they had the male man and the female, I think they got something else, right? On the on the thing. I guess it's just a bird or something. I don't know what's on there. But anyway, so when I worked at the shelter, there was a man in the woman dorm, felt so bad for them. So the So he was saying this is how the whole world should be, that, and I'm like, and he gave his examples, and I'm like, now listen, as an adult, as a grown man or woman, all right, you have the choice, right? You should be given the choice. If they want to have that, cool. If Caesar want to make that a law in Caesar, but we should also have the option of having a male and a female bathroom, because I'm going in the male bathroom because I'm not a pervert. Now, when I was younger, I probably would have been in the female bathroom. I just keep it 110. Y'all already know how we here at Mashiach Assembly Ministries House of Y'all. I don't play no games. Y'all know how I do.
Bossy, you know what it is.
So we keeps it real here. Now, when I was younger, Taj, I'd have been all up in the female bathroom every chance I got. I'm just keeping it 110. I would have never been in no male bathroom. You heard? First, imagine you somewhere, you out at a club or restaurant or something, you eyeing this bad chick or whatever, and she get up to go to the bathroom. You be like, okay, I'll see y'all back in a minute. Bathroom break, right? So y'all know how sick that is? In New York City, they had a club called the Tunnel Nightclub, one of the most dangerous nightclubs in New York City history. They had a male and female bathroom. That was hell. That was a death trap. You heard me? That thing was like insane. I don't even know what made them even do that. Maybe that was the powers that be doing that to institute something. But anyway, so if those who choose to live this lifestyle, because it's a free will choice, and they have the right. I believe in that because the Most High said He's given all of us free will. See, I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, and I follow the laws of the Most High. And the Most High says He gave us free will, and that means we could choose to do what we want. All right. If I take that free will away, then that means I'm going against the law of the Most High. Do you understand? Us and the angels, we were made a little less than them, were given free will. The angels transgressed the Most High, Hasatan, the most powerful one, with his free will. I can't go against that. If the Most High is giving everybody free will, then they have the free will to do what they want as long as they don't harm nobody else. It's none of my business. So I agree with Tyson when he said that. Who cares? I don't care as long as you're giving me the right to take my children out of the school, as long as you give me the right to still have my bathroom where I can take my little girl into the, I used to have to do that. That was the crazy part when I got to take my little girl, well, I used to take into the boys' bathroom. But one time, if there's nobody in there, I tell her, open the door. And I say, we in McDonald's or something, me and Shemaiah. She's a little girl or something, we somewhere. And I'm like, open the door. Because we used to go to McDonald's, let her play. I let her play at the play thing and get French fries and, ice creams before when I used to still eat from animals. So, but I didn't eat meat, but I would get the French fries and ice cream and stuff. But I would say, open the door, show me the door, I'd be like, hello, anybody in here? And if nobody say nothing, then me and her go in and I lock the door. And the female. And then I go ahead and, I gotta, us dads, Mr. Moms, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And then I gotta hold her because she wanna, those little kids, they wanna sit on the seat. And the seat is, you do not want them sitting on that seat. So I got to hold her and try. Oh, this is a mess. Right? I used to hate that, but it is what it is, right? I'm Mr. Mom. So and then I come out, and I'm like, sorry. Sometimes I come out and it be good ladies, they be knocking on the door. Women, yeah, women, it be a line for the bathroom for women. They be mad. I'm like, sorry. Then sometimes they'll look, oh, he had his little girl. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's only because I didn't like taking her in the men's bathroom because the men's bathroom is so nasty. Men piss everywhere. We just pee because they don't care, right? So it just be piss all over the floor, piss the whole toilet seat is all yellow, and you do this, it's even worse, right? It's just, oh my goodness. So, so anyway, my thing is that I need the option. I would like, as well as they can have the option to have a male and female bathroom, I would like the option to have a male separate bathroom and a female separate bathroom. All right. So free will. Go ahead, Hakiami.
Can you hear me? They're blasting music outside. There's still, family restrooms, those single use restrooms where, you can take the whole family in their little baby cart, push it around inside those too. It's like, why aren't you addressing that those are options for,
Exactly.
it's
And
like
I
you
used to,
completely skip past that. That's like a great thing that,
ex-
is already
that's
there to
that's a
separate and divide.
that's a great example. And I used to love those family ones because they got the sign and then they have the changing table. Oh, I used to love those. Pull the changing table thing down. I remember me and little Joshua because sometimes kids get that diarrhea thing, right? Right? So Joshua, he got the diarrhea thing. So it's all in his pants. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those who raise kids, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's all down his leg, his sock, and he looking at me with his little face. He's so cute. He looking at me with sad face. I'm like, it's okay, Joshua. It's okay. Stop crying. Stop crying. He feel embarrassed because he got poop all down his sneakers and pants. Go ahead, Hakiyama.
Yasha is backstage.
Okay. So I take him in the I was thankful, Shalayam Akyasha and Ahavaya and family. So I was thankful that in this restaurant we was in, they had that family one. So when I took him in there, I had to put him up on the thing. Like I put that big plastic thing down, the changing table, and I put him and I had to take his pants off and his socks and his poop over everywhere. And I got to wash it in the sink. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, I'm doing everything I can. You know what I mean? But luckily I got wipes because he got a baby bag because he was still old enough, he was still just leaving diapers, but enough to be able to make a mistake. You know what I mean? That phase. And so I'm wiping them down and trying to make them feel better and comfort them. It's okay, man. It's okay. You know what I mean? But I was so thankful to have that changing table, right? It would have been impossible in a regular bathroom because there would have been nowhere to lay him. You know what I mean? Nowhere to. So again, that's a great example, Hakiyama, that they conveniently ignore and leave out. There should be options for family, for single males, single females, and then for those who want to mix. I mean, if later y'all want to have a bathroom for those who identify as a cat, I mean, I ain't got this Caesar's world. This second world belongs to the adversary. It belongs to Hasatan. This is his world. So I need to be in it, but not of it. So if Caesar and these devils in this world, if they want to say, they want to keep doing worse than the days of Noah and be like, we need bathrooms for those who identify as cats. We need a bathroom for those who identify as dogs. We need with a tree in the back. we, we need to put a tree in this bathroom for those who identify as a dog so they go in there and stick their leg up and piss on the tree, right? I mean, come on, man. You say you a dog, then do, right? They want, and then the cat got their kitty litter box. And those who identify as alligators, I don't know what alligators do. I guess they got water in there with a swamp and they want to go in the water and poop in the water or something. I don't know, right? But everybody free will, right? So if Caesar in Babylon, if they want to, a fire hydrant, a tree or a fire hydrant in the bathroom, and you go in the bathroom, it's a fire hydrant. You like, what's a fire hydrant doing? This is the doggy bathroom. Get out of here. You go into, what do you identify? I'm like, I'm a male. I'm a man. Straight. You XX? I'm XX. I believe in the Most High. I'm a man. Well, you got a bath. Okay, I need a bathroom. I need a toilet and a urinal. Right? So again, but it's free will. It is what it is. This is the second world. I have to know where I am, whose world this is. I ain't of it, so I know doggone well. Okay, if they doing this in this school, I'm sorry, my kids got to come out of this school. They doing now. If Caesar try to mandate, see now that's when they going against the law of the Most High. That's when we got a problem, Houston. See, that's where the problem starts. If Caesar try to institute me mandating his world for me to do something that's against the will of the Most High, now you got a problem because there's a line in the sand. I draw a line in the sand when it comes to transgressing my father. My Abba, nah, I'm good. That's why you got to be willing to die for the Father. You got to be willing to die. You better stand for something or you'll fall for everything. If you don't, they'll have you serving the serpent. That's because people don't stand in conviction in something. You heard? So I'm good. Everybody can do what they want. Just leave me space to be lawful to the Most High. As long as you leave me space to be lawful to the Most High, then you could do what you wilt. That's the whole of your law anyway. I ain't trying to transgress your law, just don't transgress mine. You heard? Facts. Where your Hakanan wrote? I seen Ty said, that's correct, young king, totally. Sorry, guys, I ain't seeing all y'all. I ain't seeing Hakanan said, yes, that's when free will transgress into more grave, so-called mortal sin. Sin against your neighbor and transgression of the law. As long as you are only sinning against yourself, it's between you and the Most High. Facts. Facts. Just keep it to yourself. That's between, because you got to answer for that one. Facts. Pissy Lola said she can, what she say? She said she can, hold on, y'all got so many comments. I knew this would be a comment. So that's why I put, what are your thoughts? I put that in the thing. I know everybody got something to say about this mess. She said, facts. I had a twin stroller and I could change my babies on my lap with a blanket. Oh, don't we make it happen? Oh, let me explain to you what would have happened. So if I wouldn't have been able to find no way to do it, I would have either took them out to the car and figured out some way, or I'd have did it inside. They just gonna have to get mad at me. Call the po-po ho. You think I care? Call the po-po ho. Tyler Perry on them. I've been, listen, excuse me, everybody in this section of McDonald's, could y'all go up to the front? I got an emergency. I'm going to put his little butt right on that table, and it's going down. Facts. Call the po-po ho. I don't care. Well, I'm going to tell the police, sorry. What do you want? Do y'all got a law to lock me up? You can't do this. So, well, it's already done. By the time they get there, he'll be changed. You heard? I'll clean up the mess. I'll clean it up. Okay, I ain't scared of nobody. I ain't scared of no police and all that. I follow the laws of the land. But man, when I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. Facts. Y'all tripping. All right. So anyway, let me I can't read all the comments. We won't get through. Let me get through this fool's clip. All right, so the other one he was talking about, I wish I would have did that one. The full one, the full clip. Because I found a video, this Trigger channel, where it came from, but I didn't have time to put all that together. So, because I would have to clip, and I had to hurry up before our live started. So, I wish I had more time, like guys. If I only did once a week, I could have so many big productions and stuff, but I'm teaching so much all the time, like every day, almost a week. So it's like, I don't have time to even get rest, guys. So it'd be hard. So I do the best I can. So anyway, in the other clip, he was like, talking about New York. Now they got those, they said Oregon, they got these bathrooms, everybody going. And he's like, that's the way he wanted, that's the way everything should be, where everybody together. And I'm like, what kind of sick stuff is that? Apparently he probably don't got no kids. I don't know, whatever. I don't know who he is. But anyway, why would I want my little girl going into the bathroom with some grown man? So let's say my little girl is 8 years old and she could go to the bathroom by herself, right? We in McDonald's, we at the play thing, because we used to always go to all the McDonald's. They got the nice indoor play park thing, right? So we in McDonald's or Chick-fil-A at the indoor play park thing, right? And she wants to go to the bathroom. Now I'm happy she 8. I ain't got to go in there because those are days. I'm sorry, I'm a man. I'm a real person. I keep it real. I know some of us love to mess out our children. I did too, but I ain't love the smell of that poop. I can guarantee you that. I did not love the smell of changing stinky human feces. It stink no matter what you say. I don't care how cute you think they're. You're so cute. Yes, you is. Look at you. You so cute. It stink. I be holding my breath while I'm holding them ankles up with my, you hold the ankles, the two little, oh my goodness, boy. And you take the first diaper. You take the first diaper. I know how to do that. Y'all know I know what I'm talking about. You take the diaper first and you rub the first bit of it off. You try to get as much as you can with the diaper and clump it in there. And then you take the rest. Now you get the wipes and depending on how bad it is. Oh my goodness, bro. You be like, what are you eating, bro? That stuff stinks. And then the yellow poop, remember the yellow poop? Oh my goodness, bro. I don't even like to piss. Little boys will pee on you and pee go all in your face. It go in your mouth. You ain't careful, all in your eye, all that. Ain't nobody like that. I don't like so by the time they get old enough where they ain't gotta I ain't gotta change no more poop. I'm happy. You done lost your mind. By the time I ain't gotta go in the bathroom with her. Now she 8. So why do you think I'm happy? My baby girl, she playing, she come run up, Daddy. I'm like, huh, baby, I gotta go to the bathroom. All right. I walk up to the door with her because I don't play all that. I watch my kids. I walk up to the bathroom. All right, go ahead, baby girl. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure, all right, I'm gonna smell some soap on them hands when you come out. And do not sit on the seat. You know how I teach you. Do not sit your butt on the seat. Hover. I taught you how to hover. Yeah, hover. Hoverboard. What's that movie? The movie with Alex Keaton, Michael J. Fox the one that movie with in the future, Back to the Future. I think it's
Yeah, that's it. Back to the Future.
That's it. Back to the Future with the hoverboard. Get your hoverboard on. You see Back to the Future, hover, girl. Right? All right, now you gotta teach them. So now she go in the bathroom. Imagine my baby girl come out that bathroom. Daddy, it's a man in there. What do you mean it's a man in there? I go in there, some big grown 40-year-old man, fat, greasy dude. Now, no disrespect to my heavy. I don't mean he fat. Let me take that back. Because I don't want y'all to think I'm picking on nobody. Shout out to my heavy dude. I wish I was heavy. Don't feel bad. I wish I was big boned. I would just tone it up. Instead, I'm skinny. I gotta try to be fat. I try to put weight on me. But anyway, imagine some skinny dude. Let me use skinny because some skinny old scraggly looking dude in there looking like a whole pervert Sam, right? Look, he in there just to be looking at women or little girls or something. I'm going in, this dude in there like this. I'm like, y'all done lost your mind. Neil Degrassi fool. Nah, that ain't right. Ain't no little kids should be in no bathroom with no grown men. This world's so sick now. You better be careful with your little kid in there with a grown woman. Your little girl in there with a grown woman. You heard? You better be careful with your little man in there with a grown man. You heard? Go in the bathroom with your little sons. Don't play that. All right. Now. Yeah, toilet tissue around the seat and still squat. Tell me about it. I was going to say the toilet tissue. I used to think you were safer with the toilet tissue. And y'all remember you put layers. You put about 4 layers of toilet. You have a cushion this thick of toilet tissue around that whole thing. Cover every square inch of it. You heard? But and still hovering, right? But anyway. So, all right, let's get to the next clip so we can move on with our study for tonight. All right.
your mustache and whatever. And
So now this next clip is another clip. He was on Bill Maher, that Bill Maher dude, right? And he's on this Bill Maher dude. Now this fool was talking about, because he's going around, he got an agenda to push because they done paid him off. So he's talking about sports. And he's talking about it makes no difference. Hormones determine who's a male or female. Hormones determine. First of all, the Most High determined, and he put it in our chromosomes. And something that makes a male or female goes farther than just hormonal, how they feel. See, everything he's talking about is how they feel. That's why I broke down in our Hebrew lesson, teaching y'all the Hebrew, the first series. It's on the YouTube, on the video. Go to the video, click on the video Hebrews lesson 1 to teach you the original Hebrew. I'm breaking down the different mindset, the way that the language is written and spoken. And in the Greco-Roman, the Western mindset, it's about feelings-based first, emotional-based first, and knowledge-based. That's the science, where they going off scientific knowledge, right? So feelings first, emotional. So this fool, this Neil Tyson fool, smart, you know what the scripture says, calling themselves wise, they become fools, right? That's this knowledge-based Western mindset. He got all these degrees, right? He's supposed to be one of the smartest scientists in the world, but listen to the stupid stuff he's saying. That's the calling themselves wise, they become fools. So he's saying that the only thing that makes a person is male and female is their feelings. You see? All right? So the feelings, and that I think this dude point out too, that's not the, listen, the difference between a male and a female is it encompasses every iota of your physical and existence. Let's do physical. Because a male and female hip to thigh ratio is different. A male and female weight to body frame is different. A male and female stance, they gait, so they're not able to run the same, jump the same. Everything, bone density is different. Everything is different. It ain't no hormones determine how you feel today. I'm sorry, no disrespect to nobody, but every female today could wake up tomorrow and be like, I feel 99% man. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna get on the football field against, I'm old, I can't think of no new people. I ain't watched sports in so long. I was about to say Jerome, I was about to say the bus, and that's so old. I know, like, who is the bus, huh? That's Pittsburgh Steelers, a big old fullback, running back, about 300 pounds, a train that's gonna run you straight over. or so I'm saying, no matter how much you feel, you're gonna go out there and get your whole life smashed, or you feel that way. You be like, I feel like I'm about to go out there and play against what's the new LeBron James, right? Right? I feel like 100% man today. Let's go, LeBron. You're gonna go out there and get yourself hurt in the paint, dunked on, and you be on the goal post like this, neck broken. Like, what happened? The same thing with a man. We could wake up all we want talking about I feel 100% female, and you go out there trying to do something a female can do. I'm sorry, it ain't happening. You understand? You could try to feel all you want. You ain't gonna give birth to no baby. You could feel all you want. You won't be getting no doggone menstrual cycle. You could feel all you want. You ain't gonna do none of it. You can't make that up, because that came from the Most High. That's the creation of the genetics of saying who you are and who you aren't. Now, your free will, you can make this, you can say anything that you want. Yeah, try to breastfeed, you can say anything you want, right? You can but you cannot change what the Most High created. So no matter how much science they do, they will never be able to make a man have a baby. See, they won't ever be able to do that, no matter what they do. They're going to do it all the way until the end, the Armageddon. It won't happen. It's an impossibility. So all this thinking that the earth created from a big bang and nothing was intentional, everything in this earth, everything in this creation was intentional. Everything was correlated. When the Most High created a cow, he knew that the cow would have a stomach that would ferment grasses and turn this into that, and then it will give off a byproduct of feces and oxygen into the air, and this feces will fertilize the earth, and that will bring forth other plants, and this dung beetle will use this feces to create a home and make it a housing develop projects. He make it to apartment building to put his children, and then this, like, everything is interconnected. From each individual grass, grain of grass, seed, animal, every last one of them are correlated to one another. It is the most symbiotic, most powerful structure of things, but they trying to say everything just happened from chaos. Big boom and bing, nothing. Well, explain the symbology, explain all of the connectedness of the whole entire ecosystem of the universe. How each little bug and ant and insect and animal and this and that, and then the whole thing correlates. You can't, because it can't be replicated. Everything is a miracle. But when you understand the Most High, you see it was all, everything is intentional. Everything is strategic. Nothing was hyperstance. Nothing is by chance. Nothing. But theirs is. Talking about a big bang and things just evolved out of nothing. Everything was just happenstance. That sounds so foolish. All right. So let me
Therefore, you are female.
be careful in the comments too, guys. Remember, monitor, be cognizant of the laws of this land now and stuff. Don't write nothing that could be offensive to these others. Remember, free will. So just be mindful of, they got bots scraping everything.
And therefore you are female has an impact on other people in certain contexts in which that is a problem.
You
and
gave only two contexts. You have interesting for the viewer. So if we can split wrestling into 10 categories, and that becomes the wrestling match.
But all men against each other.
Correct. So, so
again,
now I get
sort
that.
of key point.
Okay. Okay. So all I'm saying is, what is it that makes the man man? Is it the hormones? Okay. Is it, if it's the hormones and you decide to give it.
What is it that makes the man the man? Is it the hormones? No, idiot juice. Hormones don't make a man a man. The Most High made the man a man.
Yourself a different cocktail of hormones. I'm making this up, by the way. I'm not saying it should happen this way. It's a way to start thinking about it.
It would be
maybe the track meets.
Y'all heard what he just said? I'm making this up, by the way. Yeah, you are. So now he's trying to explain that. I should have did the fullness of the clip. He's trying to explain that he thinks everything should be based on hormones. This man got, this dude, talking about emotions. He's saying that everything should be based on how much hormones you got in your body.
Have hormone categories.
And maybe giving yourself the wrong hormones is deleterious to your health. Would you not admit that? Do you think we can just safely do things like this?
So you feel this way because you're so deeply concerned about that.
So Bill Mayer said, hold on, let me stop. So Bill Mayer said, all of that, I should have did the full clip. I should have really did the full clip, made my own, because it was really we could have some really good key points of foolish stuff he's saying. So Bill Mayer said, yes, you're talking all this hormone stuff, but he's like, but can you rule out the fact that pushing all those hormones is detrimental to the health of the individual? Can you rule that out? And then he goes on to say, well, are you saying you really care about the individual's feelings and all that stuff, right? So anyway, that's enough of that foolish stuff. Now, the whole point of me, I guess the Most High telling me to bring this out is that there are things that they're instituting, right, that are coming that will make, for those of us who follow the Most High and the Scripture, it will make our life a lot more difficult, because they are going to be imposing upon all of the rights that we had just to be what the Most High created. And they will paint it as if we are disrespecting someone else because we just want to stay who the Most High created. So they're going to say, because they got the right to be a wolf, right? They got the right to walk around. Today I identify as a hyena, right? But we don't have the right to identify as a man. You see, I don't have the right to identify as a heterosexual male, and I want to be treated that way and have my bathroom. I want to have you can have your hyena bathroom. I don't know where hyenas poop or whatever, but I don't got none. That's between y'all. But they're going to keep imposing on the rights of the children that want to fulfill the Most High. So just know, guys, that it's going to get a lot worse and darker. So yeah. All right. So yeah, exactly. By labeling us something, and I rebuke all that. I don't even know what that is. Y'all can't make up something and talk about that's what I am. Imagine if we made up something and said that's what they are. We just make up some random word. They would just cry foul and you can't call us that. You can't. Well, anyway, free will, do what you will is the whole of their law. Just don't impose on mine the laws of the Most High. All right, so that's that. How far are we in? An hour in? Okay, that ain't too bad. All right, so that's the thumbnail. All right, so now let me get to the first. Oh, I got it on the screen. The first thing I want to bring out before we go into the Q&A is we have a little testimony. The Bible says salvation is in the testimony. Others are saved. Salvation is in the testimony. That's why the Most High tests us. A root word of testimony is test. The Most High doesn't tempt, he always tests. Testing is things that you have to, that's how you're graded. That's where you get your growth and development. That's why in school, you learn, then you take a test to prove what you learn so you can advance. The Most High constantly tests us because in the tests and the trial and tribulation is where we get our growth and development. So there are going to be tests all the way through your walk, your existence. You might as well get used to it. He tests you all the time. The minute you claim something, a test is coming. The minute you speak, oh, I'm this, a test is coming. The minute y'all better learn the Most High and understand he tests you all the time, so be very careful what you speak. Be very careful what you claim. Be very careful what you pronounce. I'm this, I'm that, because the test is surely coming. You heard? Watch the words coming out your mouth. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. All right? So, because of the test, salvation for others is in testimonies. So, once you can explain what you went through and whether you passed or failed, it could help someone else so that they might not fail. Salvation. You might save someone else by explaining what happened to you and what you went through, whether it was a pass or a fail. The salvation ain't in the pass or fail. The salvation is in the testimony. Did y'all get that one? The salvation ain't in the pass or fail. The salvation is in the testimony itself. So it doesn't matter. Don't be ashamed at testifying to your failure. I do it all the time. I'm transparent because I understand that salvation is in my testimony. The things that I passed and failed is what can help others to pass or fail. Well, to pass. I don't want others to fail, but it can help others to pass because a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Praise Yah. So don't get prideful and don't be so scared to share even your failure. Because when you can show the failure, someone else can say, thank you. Now I know when I get this situation, now I know how to move. So maybe I might not fail. And then I can go forth and teach someone else, you see? All right. So this first testimony tonight, it comes from our sister in our ministry. Her name is Yamala. Shalom Yamala and Diana, and to their mom, Samkaya. Their mom is the one who sing on our intro. We sing praises to your name. Oh, yeah. She was 92 years young. She's now in Abraham's bosom, awaiting the judgment. She's our elder. Shalom Samkaya, 92 years young on this earth. So Yamala is her daughter. So Yamala, her and Diana are her daughters. So Yamala said, Shalom, Uncle Yashu. She said, as you requested, I'm sending you this email. I've been meaning to send you an email way before now, but I've been really busy on my job. I'm trying to figure out my exit strategy for this job for retirement. This is my 40th year. Wow, put in 40 years, daughter, yeah. That retirement gonna be sweet. She said, Uncle Ya'ayasha, this is my current praise report. She said, number 1, all praises to the Most High Yah. That's number 1. She said, I have not eaten flesh and blood for over a whole year now. All praises to the Most High Yah. She said, Uncle Yahshua, you gave me the keys to battle in this flesh and blood when the time that you used the phrase flesh and blood. She said, the time that you called meat, flesh and blood, you gave me the keys to fight against the stronghold. Praise Yah. That helped me too when I identified it as flesh and blood, because that's what the Bible calls it. Okay? The Most High said in Genesis, in his first creation, and the fruit of the trees shall be to you for meat, and the herbs of the field shall be to you for healing. He did not say that flesh and blood that you're going to kill was meat. Man created that. All right, now you might hear the Bible quoted because the Bible starts to quote the things that man created after Genesis 3 and 6. Shalom, Sister Kelly Perry. All right? So she said, Unc, when you use that frame, flesh and blood, that was the keys I need to stop eating flesh and blood. And that's flesh and blood she couldn't unsee it. See? She said, now I'm still having a little struggle with the dairy and cheeses and stuff, but I'll get past that too. Yah will. Praise Yah. All right. Now for those who want to start your journey of living the way the Most High created us to live, not Adam and Eve and the serpent after Genesis 3 and 6, for those, it's one step at a time. The first step is to try to stop eating swine flesh, pig, and the abomination. Next step is to slow down on the red meat. Fish too, I should say fish first, because all that mercury now, fish is more toxic than the red meat today. But it's a step at a time. For those who go full and don't eat from any animal, period, because remember, some people, I ate cheese and everything and stuff, but at least stop eating the flesh and blood. You gotta endure. Start one step at a time. For those who are called to fulfill the law of the Most High as He created us when it was very good. All right. So don't try to take on too much at once and all that. Remember, it's a journey, enduring. All right. So she said, praise Yah. She said she will get past that too. She's struggling with the dairy cheese. She'll get past that too. She said, number 2 on her praise report, she says, me and my sister Diana, we finally made it back into the gym. We getting our workout on. We back in the gym. She said we had to sacrifice our gym time when we were caregiving for our mom when she was sick. She said, but we would do it all over again for her. Praise Yah for Samkaya. So they sacrificed the gym time when they were taking care of their mom. They had to double in up to take care of Samkaya before she went home, before she went to Abraham's bosom. She said, but as a result, my health has suffered as my doctor has now diagnosed me with diabetes. We rebuke that in the name of Yahweh Shah, right? Yah as well too. So she said, but my health has suffered because of it, as my doctor diagnosed me with diabetes. She said, but now, I am back to running on the treadmill. I am back to weightlifting and doing so many other things that are strengthening me. She said, so far, I have already released and lost 20 pounds already. Praise Yah, she said. Praise Yah. She said, and my blood count is back to normal as well. It's more on a normal scale as well. She said, but my complete goal is to not take any medicine at all. Get free from the pharmacare. Praise Yah. Praise Yah, daughter of Yah. She said, the third part of my praise report is my sister Diana is going to move here with me in my mom's house. She said, I will feel so much better with us living close to one another so that we can watch out for one another. She said, this is the house that we grew up in, It is in a historic neighborhood that has now been gentrified. All right, so that these historic neighborhood means they own this house for a very long time, and these people come in and trying to buy their house so they can raise the properties and gentrify it. She said the property taxes are way through the roof now. The property taxes are over $500 a month. Wow, just for the taxes? My goodness. She said, but we, in this house, she said, I'm one of the last to hold out. One of the last holdouts for them trying to gentrify and buy a house. She said, the last holdouts is me, and it's a dentist that across the street, LOL. She said, anyway, my sister Diana will be moving in, and she will live next door to me and my husband. She said, but we have a lot of renovations to do as this house is 125 years old. All praise be to the Most High Yah, she wrote. Praise Yah. She said, as always, you are in my prayers. Respectfully, with Ahavayah. She said, respectfully, with Ahavayah, Yamalah. Praise Yah. Thank you for the praise report, Yamalah. And I'm glad that you and Diana will be living together, in the same place, so that you, like you said, y'all can watch out for one another. And that's such a blessing to actually have a home that you grew up in and have a place that is yours. That is such a beautiful thing, a very powerful thing. May the Most High cover you and your families, and praise Yah. And we love you guys, and praise Yah. So now the next testimony is from a Yakata. I don't want to say a name she can say who it is if she would like. She can say if she wants y'all to know who she is, but I want to give the testimony. So the Yakata wrote me. Some of y'all might know who it is, but others, if she wants to share it, she can share it. She said, "Hey, Unc, I recently messaged you about my situation, about me being newly awakened and very newly married." So she just awakened and she got married brand new when she awakened. She said, "You shared my situation on the live with the Mashiach Assembly family on episode number such and such." She said, "Wow, recently, there had been such a heaviness and what I would describe as quiet contention in our home. A heaviness, quiet contention. That's that tension." She said, what I would describe as quiet contention in our home because my husband does not agree with this Hebrew awakening at all. He does not agree with her awakening to her Hebrew identity at all. She said, and now he's willing to file for an annulment for their marriage. They're newly, because she's awakening to her identity. He wants to file for an annulment? She said, this annulment is very different. It's faster and it's much cheaper from a divorce. I know I tried to get it done, but they didn't allow me to. No, I tried that. They was like, you had to be drunk in Vegas. In Florida, they wasn't allowing it. But so she said it's faster and much cheaper from a divorce. So if a couple recently got married less than a year, I guess in her state, she said it basically just voids the marriage out after any of the qualifying reasons. Right. She said, a part of me, is very sad because I did not want my husband to be hurt. Why? For her awakening to who she is? And Yah? That ain't got anything to do with hurting him. So I understand she loved him. And she's like, I didn't want my husband to be hurt. She said, but the other part of me is feeling, in all cap locks, joy in Yah. He said, but the other part of me is feeling joy in Yah because then I will be completely free to worship Yah in spirit and in truth in all exclamation points and cap locks. She said, I still plan to honor the Most High Yah's name by treating my soon-to-be ex-husband with meekness, with loving kindness, and compassion in all of my actions. She said, right now I live in this part of Texas, but I plan to start my new life that Yah has given me. I plan to start that in Central Florida. Wow. Praise Yah for that. She said, I'm researching the best and safest places to live outside of Orlando, maybe 30 to 60 minutes. And I would appreciate your prayers in this matter, Aunt. May the Most High continue to bless you and keep you always. Praise Yah. So if that ever came to pass, I could definitely help you with that. And that would be perfect because this is where the homestead gonna be. All right, so praise Yah. All right, so now, so about, I think 2 weeks later, or a week later, she sent me an update. She said, Shalom, Uncle Yashua. I wanted to give you a new update after the previous report. She said, the previous report was about my husband being okay, and he wanted to grant me, he wanted to get an annulment. She said, well, Unc, just 1 hour later, he's quickly changed his mind. She said, and now he wants to remain married to me. She said, but Unc, this will definitely be challenging because I've already even changed the way that I even eat now. She said, I done transitioned to eating from the garden. She said she ain't eating no more flesh and blood. She said, I done already transitioned to eating from the garden after being awakened by Yah. And I will never go back to that Gentile Christianity mindset. She said, I realize now that this Gentile Christianity mindset has been packed with so many lies, and I can't and I won't go back to the Christian ways and mindset. She said, it's also very challenging, though, on dealing with my husband's Gentile arrogance when it comes to Yah's word, because her husband is a Gentile before she even awakened. So she said, but it's going to be, and don't try even dare play Folio and think that this is happening because you're a Gentile. Wrong again. You got plenty black men and black women ain't receiving their mate because they're awakened. We don't do that here. All right, so get out your little wrong. All right, 'cause I know a lot of the sisters that are married, they identify. I know plenty of them that was in the ministry that we're trying to get their husband on board, and husbands trying to get their wife on board, and they blackety black. Natural branch. All right. So she said, it's challenging dealing with my husband's Gentile arrogance when it comes to Yah's word. She said, he seems to be wrapped up in niceness, but in my opinion, it's still arrogance. She said, Unc, I realized the Most High awakened me recently when he chose to, and I'm so grateful for him doing it. So, and I definitely want to live according to his will. She said, but sometimes my flesh wonders why Yah's full awakening for me didn't happen before I ever met my Gentile husband. Let me stop there. Just leave that alone, daughter of Yah. Just leave that one alone. You're gonna go through your whole awakening like that, asking these questions. Why didn't this happen? Why? Because I know doggone well. I wish I wouldn't have never met this ex. I wish, y'all, why didn't you awaken me? I would have never messed with this fool over here. I would have never. Yah's perfect will is done, and we just have to let it go. His timing is the way he wanted it to be. And sometimes it was so that we can go through a thing, right? Sometimes we can have a testimony. Sometimes we can, right? So it's so much bigger than us. You just definitely got to let that one, just let it go. But I understand, because but we'll spend our time through our awakening asking that all the time. Yeah. Every tribulation, you'd be like, why didn't I, So she said, but sometimes my flesh, the good thing you wrote, Yakata, when you said her flesh, good word. You know that it's the flesh. She says, sometimes my flesh wonders why Yah's full awakening for me didn't happen before I ever met my Gentile husband. She said, I don't know if Yah will choose to awaken him or not. Praise Yah. But I'm continuing to pray that he does. Good word, Yakata. She said, Yah willing, of course. Praise Yah. All right, that's your job. So she already still says she's going to fulfill her duties under Yah as a wife That's what you're called to do, lawful. And continue to pray that Yah awakens him if it's his will. You ain't, that's it. You might drop the mic. That's it. You can sweep all that under the rug. That's it. As long as you're doing all that, it's out of your hands. It's in the will of the Father then. She said, I will continue to pray and ask for guidance, and that he continue to be a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. And in the meantime, Unc, I continue to binge watch all your past videos. She said, I am learning so much, and I'm truly grateful to Yah for using you as his beloved vessel to teach the word. Thank you so much for your labors and all your teachings and even your laughs. Praise Yah for the laughter, right? She said, may the Most High continue to bless you and cover you always. Praise Yah. Well, she already let us know who it is. So praise Yah. Thank you, daughter of Yah. And yeah. So everything that you have done and you are doing, daughter of Yah, is lawful and in order with the Most High. And so you are covered and highly favored in it all. And you don't have to worry about nothing. You let it, like they say, you let all the puzzle pieces fall as they lay. Because as long as you do what the scripture says and the Most High says, honor your husband and do everything that you're supposed to do, everything that happened to him is between him and the Most High. And nobody can stop you. Praise Yah, he got you in Yah's house. As I wrote her back, I said, no matter what she go through, she has a family here, and we'll always be there for her. So, like I said, no matter how that goes, if it ever goes back left field or whatever happens, if you ever felt that, it's that part is over and you felt that, all right, you trying to come here, you just let me know, and we can go ahead and get that set up. And we're all about 20 or 30 minutes outside of Orlando. I ain't in Orlando either. So we gotta this is where we're building our homestead. So praise Yah. So at the end of it all, you got a family, you got a home to come to no matter what. So praise Yah, his holy name, his rightful order. Thank you for the update and that testimony. All right. So now the next one, the next testimony is coming from, which one I'm going to do first? I'll do this one first. The next testimony is coming from, hold on, I got to go back. It's coming from Ayashia. Sorry, guys. I got to find it. Give me 1 second. Sorry. It's not that far back. Where is it? Where is it? There you go. Okay. So she gave a testimony. Salvation is in the testimony. She's chosen to expose her life as a testament. Okay. And I asked her, I said, would she be willing to share this? Because testimonies are personal when you talk about your personal life before your awakening. And she said, yes. So remember, salvation is in the testimony. So this is our young Yakata being willing to expose so that maybe it can help someone else in their journey. Her journey in Yah. She wrote, let me make it a little bigger so I can sit back and read. I gotta finish my eyes. She wrote, Shalom, Unc. As I was talking to our Abba Yah, he led me to see my spiritual growth in my journey. She said, he's led me to see who I have now become. She said, coming up in July, this will mark 2 years of me leaving the strip club. So our young Yakata was in the strip club. our young Yakata has a very dark testimony. The reason why I'm saying that is because the things that she had to go through at 13, 14, and 15, most did not have to go through. And you need to praise Yah, because I know the full testimony. And everybody, y'all need to praise Yah that he didn't allow all of us to have to go through everything that each other went through. There are things that I went through at 12 and 13 and 14 that y'all need to fall on your knees and praise Yah that y'all didn't have to go through. So I understand, and I don't pass any judgment. But sometime on our brothers and sisters, it could be a hard thing to make yourself feel like you are worthy or righteous because of some of the things. And I had to teach the Yakata, you are a baby. You are a child. You can't take responsibility for the things that you had to do at 13 because you wasn't blessed and gifted with a covering to shield and protect you from it. Don't carry that into your adulthood. Leave that where it was, because you're accountable for stuff now because you're an adult. Now you can take this stuff, but all that stuff from 13 and 14 and 15, you are a child and you were supposed to have been protected. It was the curses through your generational bloodline. It was the curses from our ancestors in Matthew of Amasha. It's the curses of our wicked ancestors following these serpents all through these ancient books we finding out. All this serpent python worship. Generational curses pour down that have, oh, my brother here, shout out to Kev, my big brother here. Shout out to Kevin over on Facebook. Love you, bro. It is the generational curses that you didn't even ask for. You had nothing to do with. They were handed down generationally. These demons, these devils, they ain't demons, these devils were handed down generationally to try to destroy you. So the things that happened to you and that you endured at 13 and 12 and 14, don't carry that with you into your adulthood. These are part of the ministry that I have to be. This is real ministry. That's why this is a real ministry. It's not a YouTube ministry. This ain't Benaiah Israel and Dante and all that, where you just watch their videos, Tail Ministries, where y'all there about it, and they don't know, you don't even know what they even, these fools, you don't even know what they tail even look like, more or less. Them pouring into your life and trying to help you in spiritual warfare in your journey. This is what real ministry look like. When people come, and they come so broken, they come as they may. And it takes the man of Yah to take them all the way back to the foundation and rebuild them. But there's a lot of building and stuff. This stuff don't go away. These devils don't let go. These generational devils who've been a hold of you and your family and your bloodline for long, they don't just let go. Facts. It ain't a one-time hit it and quit it. No, they keep coming back and back and back and back and 2 and 3-fold and switching and changing. And that's why ministry is continual. You hear me? We got to die every day to the desires of the flesh. You got to fight every day. So she said, I just wanted to give y'all more foundation in this testimony so y'all can understand how strong it is. So she said, oh, sorry, I'm still reading. Maya's on the screen. Okay, let me, I can get that off the screen now. I finished that one. All right. So she said, my father led me to see my spiritual growth and who I have now become. Coming up in July, will mark my 2 years of leaving the strip club. She found her ability to provide for herself as a very young adult, as a lot of young women do, especially young Black women. In the strip club, when you have such strong devils over you, they will, to the women, they will make you think that your only value is in your appearance, meaning selling your flesh to provide for yourself. They will make you think that you have no value outside of your flesh. But the Most High is going to send you his elect children to show you that your flesh is not where your value lies. Your value lies in your spirit, not in your flesh. Your flesh is temporal, but your spirit is eternal. You are greater than your flesh. You are greater than your looks. So that's why they use their looks to determine their value. So that's why the world, the value is in what? Your looks. How I look, selfies, money, body image, wearing this, clothes, the bag, money. It's all in physical. But the Most High wants to let you know your value is in your rayak. You are a child created in his image. But the serpent wants you to be created in his image. He wants you to have his heart, fleshly. That's why heart is evil continually. That's why the emotions, that's why this, what's his name? Degrassi Tyson is telling you, follow your emotions, follow your emotions. Everything is about how you feel. That's flesh. That's heart. That's the heart of Hasatan. It's all about emotion and feeling. That's why I said the heart is evil continually. You need to circumcise that heart and get rid of that stony heart and replace it with the heart of Yah, spiritual circumcision. So, she said, in July, will mark 2 years of me leaving that strip club. She said within the first or second month of me leaving that strip club, Yah revealed his name to me. And within 5 months of me leaving that strip club, I was brought into Mashiach Assembly Ministries House of Yah. She said, I feel so blessed, that the Most High Yah quickly wrapped me up in his arms and placed me in such an anointed place after all the sin and transgression that I committed against him for years and years, that he allowed me quickly to know his name and to find my family at Mashiach Assembly Ministry. She said, Unc, I was really deep in darkness, but Yah has been so good to me. She said, now, Unc, it's been a year and about
You already know what it is. Every time. But the time of testimony coming out to show how much you can conquer darkness, then it cuts him off. But there we go. Praise Yah.
praise Yah. Yeah. When it did it, I said, wow, of course. Salvation is in the testimony. She said, now it's been a year and 5 months since joining Mashiach Assembly Ministries House of Yah. And my heart, Aunt, has been completely changed. She said, healing has been brought. Happiness, joy has been brought. Righteousness has been brought to me. And most importantly, Aunt, hope has now entered into my life. where there was none from all my upbringing. She said, I didn't have none of this before I found the Most High Yah. She said, I can honestly say that I am not suffering as I was suffering before. She said, I have to know and keep continuing to speak that the battle has already been won, but I just have to endure it. She said, I'm thankful to be where I am right now, and I'm proud of myself, Unc. She said, I now fully know that life cannot be lived without the Most High Yah. And he chose me, Unc, to give life to. So how special is that? How could I not know that I'm special? I'm adding this. How can she not know that she's not special when the Most High chose to give her life to? That's all of you. She said, I was completely nothing, Unc. I was worthless. I meant nothing to nobody. And I had no value to anybody but my body, but my looks, but to be used. I was nothing. She said, I was nothing to what seems like nobody else. And I was also nothing to myself. She said, but the crazy thing is, now I see all that time, I was actually something to Yah. And praise his holy name for that. She said, I just want to say, Uncle Yeshua, thank you so much for covering me and for loving me. I couldn't be where I'm at without you and your obedience to Yah and your strength in Yah. I'm excited for what Yah has for me and who he is shaping me to be. May his beautiful will be done. She wrote, she said, now, Unc, I think this one came, I'm not sure if this one came after I replied, but she wrote again and she said, Unc, this is so crazy because now at night, I'm not driving to the strip club and dreading that dreadful walk when I used to walk in the doors. So she's reassessing her life now. She said, now I'm not driving to the strip club at night and dreading walking in those doors. She said, now, Unc, I'm driving to go to work to care for the elderly. And now I'm safe from all that darkness that was waiting for me when I used to go to work at night in the strip clubs. She said, I'm just so thankful that Yah has turned my life around. And I just wanted to share this testimony with you because without you, Unc, I'm not sure if I'd be going in the right direction still. And Yah has sent you to cover me and to help build me up. So just know that you've done a lot, Unc, and I'm so grateful. And now my heart is anew. So thank you for doing the will of Yah. So then I had wrote her back and I said, what a joyous and powerful testimony. I said, Yakata, would you mind if I shared your testimony? Because salvation is in these testimonies. And I know they would really help Yah's children. I said, if you say yes, I will only share these testimonies that you wrote to me. But either way, praise Yah for deliverance and grace. And she said, of course, Unc. She said, but ironically, I get very nervous. So I'd actually prefer if you speak on my behalf. And she said, also, since you're going to share, I want to also share with y'all's children that in my journey, I went from owing over $10,000 to Babylon. Because when she was in the strip club, she wasn't paying taxes. And the guy that she was dating was taking all of her money. So she really didn't get to see the money. And so when she came out, the beast said, now you owe over $10,000 in back taxes. So she said, I want to add in this testimony that also I went from owing over $10,000 to now it's down to $6,000, $500. She said, on top of that, I got fruit trees. I got fruit trees that I'm growing. And I've also been paying off my speeding tickets, LOL. Yeah, I know the black woman and they driving. I've been also paying off my speeding tickets and getting a power station and such, which came in handy for our homestead. So despite all the trials and tribulations, hold on, I'll make it bigger. So despite all the trials and tribulations I faced mentally and physically, I'm so thankful for all the good that y'all allowed to still come out of it. And I'm extremely thankful that I have a car, and that I'm not at a homeless shelter. What y'all don't know is, guys, she moved to Florida from North Carolina to be closer to the Yakatas here from the Mashiach Assembly. But she was still in so much debt from the past life that she ended up homeless again here. But it was by choice. She chose, and she discussed it with me, and I gave her all the other options, and she listened. She did the other option. She got a roommate, but then she said, I can do so much more if you just allow me to live in my car. I've done this before. I'm fine. The Most High gave me a little SUV. I'm straight. And then she started explaining, I understand the minimalist life because I was planning to live in my car when I thought I was going to lose my home. So I understand it. And she said, I laid the seats down. And she said, I'm straight. But the money that I can save, I can get out of my debt and I can stack and build, and I understand that. So I'm like, all right, just give it over to y'all. Make sure you're hearing clearly. If that's what he wants you to do, then I understand. But make sure you park. Walmart, she said, no, I got somewhere to park. My ex-landlord said I can park in front of the house and all that. So she did it. And she was in the ministry living in her car. Most of y'all didn't know. I'm only sharing because she allowed the testimony to be shared. And she would give me updates. It's all good. I'm good. Going to work, living in a car, showering in roommates, houses, I guess, gyms and stuff, wherever, and hot plating, and however she was living in a car. And she would check in, I'm good, I'm good. You good? Yep, I'm good. And getting other jobs. And she was progressing as she's saving money. She said, I'm extremely thankful that I have a car and that I'm not in a homeless shelter. Okay? She said, y'all gave me a job recently, literally at a homeless shelter. He gave me a job at a homeless shelter to help me to be able to pay for a place to live in the future instead of placing me in a homeless shelter. Listen, she said he gave me a job working at a homeless shelter so I can stack the money while sleeping in my car instead of placing me into the homeless shelter to live there. He allowed me with a car to live in and placed me at a job to work in a homeless shelter so I can save to get me a place to live. She said, how good is Yah? She said, thank you, Unc, so much. I couldn't have done it without you, seriously. She said, once I get my new place, I'll send you a video once I get it all up and so you can see how it is. She said, Unc, just so y'all know, she got her new place. She got her own bathroom, her own entrance, and she got a big yard where she can have all her fruit trees and grow all her fruit and stuff. She said, Unc, I lived in my car for 6 months. This is the praise report. I lived in my car for 6 months. At first, it wasn't too bad because my ex-roommate would let me stay on the couch sometimes whenever she was home, which is about 3 times a week, maybe. But after about a month or so, she conveniently would never be home anymore. And you know, she was into all type of witchcraft and stuff. So I knew that I needed to distance myself from her anyway. She said, it was very challenging. And I felt like, hold on, it was very challenging. I'm making it bigger so I can read it easy. It was very challenging. And I felt like it was very challenging sleeping in this car alone. And I felt like I had nobody at times. But I kept reminding myself that I at least had a roof over my head, my car, and that I am not homeless in the streets like I was when I was 16. And I reminded myself in Yah that he was allowing me to pay off my debts. And these things, as I keep reminding myself, would keep me going, knowing that at the end, there's some light and some good that's going to come from it. This is just a little more of the understanding I want to share with the family. She said, and I would say, she said, and what I would say to the family, everybody listening to this testimony, that what I got from it was this, that I am just more thankful. I am more thankful for the smallest things that Yah does. I am more thankful that I have a car. Unc, I would be so nervous because my home is my car, you know? I would be nervous because everything was about this car. And what if something happened to it? She said, I am more thankful now for my job. More thankful that I can afford to buy food. More thankful to be able to take a hot shower. Just thankful for everything that Yah has provided because I don't have to have those things. I could be in any situation and not be able to afford food. I could be in another situation and not be able to take a hot shower. So I'm just so thankful for everything that Yah provided because I don't have to have those things. She said, I could be in any situation and my car stops working or whatever the case. But Unc, he provided everything that I needed and when I needed it. So I am just so thankful because right now it's getting pretty hot in Florida and I probably need a place to stay, LOL. She said, I wasn't in a rush really to find a home. I've just been focused on working on my rayat and my cleaning myself up. She said, but a few days ago, I was led in my rayat to start looking for places to live just out of nowhere, the rayat. She said, y'all put it in me, Unc. She said, all right, Unc, I have you very much. Shalayam to your mind, heart, and your rayat. She said, now I got to get started cleaning out my new place because she had sent that she found her place. He put it on her out of the blue to start looking for a place, and she found one immediately. She said, now I got to start cleaning out the place. So I'll probably join the ministry late tonight, the live. Praise Yah. And then she wrote, about a couple of days after that, Shalayam, Unc, I have you and thank you so much for covering us all. I move into my place tomorrow. Praise Yah. Praise Yah. We have to be thankful for everything that Yah does for us. Salvation is in the testimony. Maybe someone can hear that testimony. It gives them the strength to continue on their journey, fighting the good fight. Fighting the good fight. And understand that others can have it much worse than you. A way that I made it through my tribulations that were really insanely hard was I used to see people sleeping on the ground, and I say, well, at least I'm not sleeping on the ground. I see people eating out of garbage cans. So I always see how Yah can he can do for us as long as we keep seeking his face and knowing him, he will do for us. So yes, praise Yah. She has a new place, she has a job, and the fight continues. The fight for our salvation continues. All right. This next one comes from Saba Yah, our elder in our ministry. Saba Yah, there was something I shared on one of the lives, and something transparent, something I was battling with. And Saba Yah sent me this. Let me make sure this is the right one, because, let me see, give me a second. Yes, that's it. She said, Shalom, Uncle Yeshua. Here is a friendly reminder. When I was praying to the Most High Yah this morning for you, I was reminding Yah of the attacks on you. And I heard this scripture. It was from Psalms 34:19. She said, and it reads, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High Yah delivered to him out of them all. She said, I heard that scripture when you were sharing the attacks against you. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Most High Yah delivereth him out of them all. She said, Unc, I know it's not easy to be dealing with so much responsibility and with dealing with all his children that he sends to you and all our different personalities. And I know you have to walk circumspect, because if you mislead Yaladans, his children, Yah will hold you responsible. Facts. She said, there is a saying, and it's uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. She said, I know your heart is towards us, Unc, and when we do things that offend Yah, you also feel it, and you are affected by the things we do. But just remember, we at Mashiach Assembly House of Yah Ministries, we ahava you, love you, Unc, and we will do our best to work with you to make it into the kingdom together. And when she sent that, I needed to hear it. The exact moment that I got it, I literally needed to hear it, because I was going through a crazy attack. And that letter, Sabayah, it brought tears to my eyes because I so needed to hear it. And I wrote and I put in all cap locks, thank you, with a bunch of U's and exclamation points. I said, I truly needed to hear this word, and the tears that it brought me are right now cleansing to my soul and preparing me to stand and fight, stand stronger and fight more. Thank you, Sabayah, from hearing from our Abba Yah that I needed to hear this word, and thank you for doing it. Praise Yah. I want to say this because, guys, we don't know when one another here, like when the Most High puts it on your heart, you don't know when sometimes someone needs to hear a word. That's why I come on here every Sunday and every Friday and every Tuesday and every Wednesday and every Thursday that I'm teaching this word, and I can't not do it. There's so many times that I want to just take a break. I'm exhausted. But you know why I don't take a break? Because the darkness don't take a break. Because Yah doesn't get a break. I hear and do. And this is a time of darkness. So it's a time to keep striving. The word that I might want to take a break from saying could have helped save someone else. So I keep going. So I say, sometimes we don't know when the word that we have, someone really needed it. And I know that when I teach the word, sometimes somebody really needed that word. Maybe it was in Africa, in Australia, or United States, or the Caribbean, and we might never meet them. And I know because it happens so much where people are emailing me, and that helped me from like taking my life or something, or just I remember even Maya, when I answered her email, the first time she said, the timing of me answering her email, when she got the email, she was weeping. So the timing of me writing that email was the time she was like, it's right when I'm crying out and, battling and struggling. All right. This is the last one. She said, Sabaya, she wrote me a testimony. Shalom, Elder Sabaya. She said, Shalom, Unc, all praise to the Most High Yah for his goodness and mercy towards me and towards all of us. Unc, I can truly say that I am truly blessed, and that is no joke. She said, Unc, I remember when you were discussing what the world looked at blessings. She said, you was discussing how the world looks at blessings, and it is so different for what Yah has as a blessing. She said, this weekend, Unc, I started a new job. 12 hours a day in New Jersey. She said, and how I got this job, Unc, she said, and how I got this job, listen, is a miracle that only the Most High can explain. She said, Unc, someone that I used to work with just called me out of the blue on Thursday and just asked me randomly if I wanted to work. She said she told me that she would give her boss my phone number out of the blue and that her boss would call me. She said, Unc, within a couple of hours, this person, I guess the boss, called me. She said she then sent me an email so that I can register with this company. She said on Friday, I filled out the form and sent her my photo. And the lady told me that I can start on Saturday. Just like that. Out of nowhere, out of the blue. She said, but here is the main subject of this testimony. She said, Unc, I'm taking care of this young lady. She's young, in her early 20s. Unc, this young woman can't even dress herself. You have to help her with her ADL, her activities of daily life. This young lady in her 20s, she is a Muslim. She prays 3 times a day, and she's very devoted to her God. She said, here I am, Unc. I'm battling with so many issues. I'm stressed out, like we all do, complaining and all the stuff we battling with every day. But here, this young woman in her 20s, she can't even walk, Unc. She said, how dare I be complaining with my issues when I can walk, I can dress myself, I can comb my own hair, etc. I can do the basic things of life which we seem to really take for granted. She said, Unc, this was such a clear reminder that there are so many out there who can't do these normal, basic, everyday things, and they wish they can be in our position. While we complain about some of the smallest, mundane things. She says, as our brother Yasha Yaha always says, I'm satisfied the way I give, way I give, way I give. She said, and even if I am battling with issues, Unc, Yah told me to fight and to command the growth that I'm battling with in my health issues, command the new good cells in my body to replicate. He commanded me to take authority over my body and the fullness thereof and command these new good cells to replicate in my body. She said, we are blessed beyond measure, Unc, and we don't know it because our eyes have been on other things. She said, my mind also went back to the elder who is battling multiple sclerosis. Unc, the elder who's battling multiple sclerosis can actually walk and do these things by himself, which is still a huge blessing from Yah in the midst of his affirmity. I am praying for open eyes for all the yaks and yakatas, the brothers and sisters that may be able to count their blessings, and that they would see the goodness of Yah towards them in all things. All praise to the Most High Yah, his holy name, his righteous order. Shalom, Uncle Yah Ayashah. Praise Yah, his holy name, his rightful order. Thank you, Saba Yah. Thank you, Yah, for allowing me to do all those testimonies in order the way that you wanted them to be done. All right, guys, the fruit, salvation is in the testimony. See, your testimony will help someone else. Salvation is in the testimony. All right, praise Yah. All right, so now, Hakyama, Shalom Yasharallah, get you some rest. Now, we're going to do a couple of these Q&As, these questions. All right, let me put them up. I got to open the, oh man. Did I not open it? No, I didn't open it. All right, so now I need to open an email tab. I had it open somewhere else. Maximize. Go to the email. Go to Yahoo. And then go to question for divine discussions. I ain't see that one. Abba Yah sent the question. Let me see what you wrote. See, I have a question. I'm going to read yours first, Abba Yah, since I just seen it, since I just opened this up. Abba Yah says, Shalom, Uncle Yah Ayashah, praying all is well with you and that your Shabbat was restful. I have a question that I've been struggling with. Well, I suppose another question, LOL. There may be more that come up. So I'm going to answer this first one. She said, here's the question. Does the lack of caring for ourselves mentally, physically, and or spiritually stem from not loving ourselves the way that Yah loves us? She said, I've always heard that in my childhood, and I've always thought, who can love like the Most High Yah? With everything we have been learning, I am thinking these little demon gnats and dark devils, Sabaoths, have a part in it as well. It's like the want, the will, and the desire to do these things are there, but I get to the point where I'm so stagnant and I begin to lose faith in myself. Anyhow, I was wondering, how can one start the process to heal from this if this is something one struggles with to correct? This was really hard to write. I really hope and pray this helps others as well. Tayada, Uncle. So the funny thing, Abba Yah, and I guess that's why you had me read yours first, because this ties into the testimonies I just read, especially Ayashiya's. She said, does the lack of caring for ourselves mentally, physically, and or spiritually stem from not loving ourselves the way Yah loves us? Yes. And part of the testimony from Ayashiyah and stuff was learning to love yourself and know that if Yah breathe a breath into life of you, how special you are to him. That's a way to start to be able to fight this fight of understanding, like of trying to love yourself the way Yah loves us, right? It's to know that, man, he breathed a breath. Let me explain something to y'all. On the last live, we was bringing out about, and Hakyama added into that, we was about, remember we was talking about renewing ourselves every day and like dying. And someone wrote something, I seen it in the chat that was powerful. I wish I would see it on the live about, I think it was Hakyama, and she gave a scripture about we literally die, and someone wrote something like we literally die every day, and it's like it's in the scriptures something about you. Oh, somebody wrote, I think it was Taj Balaya. They wrote something like sleep. I don't know who it was. Somebody wrote something like sleep has a correlation to death. They call sleep like a second death. And I know Nas got a rap that he says sleep is the cousin of death, right? And I got that in my song. I got a song called Sleep, right? About the Garden of Gethsemane. And in the hook, I said, because sleep is the cousin of death. Sleep brings out earth. Sleep is an omen. Sleep is death. Sleep. When Mashak said, why do you sleep? When he tried to tell him to stay awake in the Gethsemane. My sleep song is very powerful. Now, sleep is like it's a form of death. That's why when you sleep, when you go to rest for the night, you enter another realm. And these spirits, these dreams, that's why I said, leave that spirit realm in the spirit realm. Now, yeah, the Most High can give you a revelation. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about spiritual warfare. You enter another realm and you go into another. And listen, guys, this is what I want to bring out. A part of that, your confirmation and your precept, your revelation of this thought is that a way to confirm that what I'm saying is shown as fact, the Most High shows it, is that every day that we wake, we are new. Because guess what he does for us every time we wake up? He breathes the breath of life into us again. Listen, every time we go to sleep, when we awake again, we're supposed to say a prayer of Yah for breathing the breath of life into me again. Every day. We are to die daily. Hakyama said the scripture, man ain't to live one day. Someone else wrote, we ain't even living, no 24 hours pass. Every day we are to be renewed. Renewed. That's why we are to sleep. Now we can transgress Yah's original law for us and stay up for 20 and 48 days, 48 hours. What do you think happens? That's a transgression. You start to die. Do you know every day that you don't sleep for 24 hours, your brain, you start to lose functionality, all that type of stuff, you are literally deteriorating because you're going against the creation of the Most High. The rejuvenated of 24 hours, you're born anew 24 hours. So you have to be, again, circumcise your heart all over again. The Most High breathe life into you all over again, brand new, fresh today. So sleep. Yes, like your skin sheds every night. Yes, Yabayan, help you to get your rest. Sleep is very important. It's for the renewing of the cells. Every 24 hours, every cell in your body replenishes itself, renews itself. The skin dies, or all of it. So the sleep and the rest is the regenerative, so that when you awaken brand new, the breath of life is breathed into you again every time. We thank him for breathing the breath of life, Hayah, into us over and over again. Now, Sabaya's question, how does the lack of caring for ourselves mentally, physically, and or spiritually stem from not loving ourselves the way Yah does? Yes, the way that you fight to look, it's like every day Yah choose to allow me to, he breathes the breath of life into me every day, gives me the ability to renew my heart and to serve him every day over and over again. So I am so special. He knows every strand of hair on my head, every breath, inhale and exhale that I take is numbered and counted. So how can we not know how much he loves us? That was part of a Yashia's testimony. So, yes, she said these dark devils, these demons who just are gnats, flies buzzing and lying to us, and these dark cyber oaths try to make us feel like we are nobody and we're not worthy. But we are created in the image of the Most High, and he knows every strand of hair on our head. That's saying that he just did something for nothing. Everything he did, I told you at the beginning of this lesson, is intentional. From every blade of grass, from every animal, from everything, every symbiotic relationship is connected. We are all connected. Life itself is connected. Every atom and amoeba, everything's spinning, every red blood cell, white blood cell fighting on your behalf. All these miracles happening in your doggone temple every day. And they talking about a big bang created something. That's the dumbest thing in the world. You are a walking miracle every day. Cut yourself and watch it open up in blood and capillaries and things and go to healing and all that stuff. I watch it heal itself. You're a walking miracle. How great is he that is within you? So we need to battle the devil's lying to us, the demons lying to us, and all the things, and say, great is he that is within. My Father loves me. Yeah, I fall short of his glory, but I'm going to try as much as I can to fulfill his glory. So the doubt and the doubting ourselves and the feeling worthlessness and depressive, these are devils. We have to battle against them and rebuke them and send them back from whence they come. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hakiama.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So I asked someone a question on this topic. What I asked was, what is love and its functions? The love of Yah towards his creations. The answer this person gave me is, love is seeing that Yah is all around us. He is in everything. He created. Love is seeing the beauty in his creations and having a sense of appreciation and acceptance for it, or an individual for what it is. Love makes us more selfless, less selfish. With love comes sacrifice. It brings a realization that life is bigger than ourselves. It is not all about us. Love is humility. When there is real love, there is accountability for your actions, knowing that your actions can and may impact others around you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that. I agree 1,000% with that. That's the symbiotic relation I have with all creation. We're all connected. So the love means it's what? Unconditional. I love every blade of grass and I love all y'all's creatures. And so I'm connected with it symbiotically, literally. Now, of course, the wisdom tells you because of the second world that was created and the beasts, some of the things I understand, but most of the species of animals understand who I am, the birds and the squirrel. They see, they know, they don't fear me anymore because they feel this love of Yah. They feel the presence of the Father. That's the connection we have with life itself. Facts. Yeah, Zayana, she said, could you put that in the chat? Because everybody need that. That was a great revelation. I received that 100%. Can y'all cover the house for a second? Because I got to go tinkle. And I want to say to everyone, I say tinkle because I don't want to say piss and all. I'm trying to be nice. I'm saying that because I need y'all. I can't hold it because when I hold my urine, it hurts my surgery area. So I feel my surgery area, and that doesn't feel good. I'm still traumatized a little from my surgery, and it hurts where my surgery in my groin. So I have to remember to don't hold it. All right. So yes. So Hakiyama, could you cover the house for a second? I'll be really quick. Praise you. I didn't know Hakiyama was still here.
I'll put the well, you can still hear him. I'll put the message I wrote in the chat after I'm done covering the house and he's back. That way it can be, a little better.
Praise yeah.
Shalayam Abaya. We come before you, your children, congregated and consecrated in your word. We come open to receive you, praying that we decrease so that you increase in whatever word that is coming from each other, their testimony, or just simple little sayings here and there may manifest much righteously towards each other. In quietness and stillness we stay, and in your presence we are. In the words of your Rayak, in the stillness of your presence, we are with you, choosing to stay with our free will that you have allowed us to have. Not our will, but yours, but may your will be our will also. Many words have been shared and exchanged tonight, and it brings thought, inspiration even, of our own individual situations and our own tough times that we go through all alone, in the places that no one sees, inside ourselves which no man knows, but you know all things. Some have revealed such a place. Some are still hidden. And some are planting new seeds of what we just learned and what we just heard, so that fruits of righteousness grow. And in this love is shared and dispersed, and the Rayak of love goes forth and multiplies and manifests in ways that are unimaginable to the mind, but somewhat comprehensible. May there be peace in the assembly, and may there be peace within ourselves. Shalom unto your children, Yah. Shalom to their inward mans. And if it be your will, may there be shalom outwards also. Grow and multiply the fruits of your labor as you please, Most High Yah. May righteous manifest as we take dominion to execute and work your righteous will. All praises and glory and honor to you, and may you be satisfied. Praise the Most High Yah for all things. Amen.
Praise Yah.
Praise
Amen.
God.
Yah.
Amen. Yeah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Amen. Yah. And Yasha, you can chill. So don't worry. Get your relax on. And I don't know what Agiana doing up so late. Agiana need to go to bed. All right, praise Yah. All right. So as Abaya's question, yes, the way that you fight the depression, the self-doubt, all of that is to understand that you were created in the Father's image and you have a purpose to fulfill. And these devils and demons are just lying to you and trying to make you feel weak so you can't fulfill that purpose. So you get your strength in Yah. And listen, guys, he sent us one another. That's why we're called to assemble. I am called to teach this word. I'm called to be live 2 times a week and on Zoom. I'm called to be bringing you word and bringing the children together almost every day of the week. And then outside of that, we got the WhatsApp where now he even gave y'all that, where y'all are able to communicate every day of the week. So he gave us one another. That's what we're called to assemble. So the times that we are battling alone, you still got your brothers and sisters all the time. So now that he gave us the WhatsApp, yes, Shalom Magya Allah, now that he gave us the WhatsApp, you actually have communication with one another 24 hours. We didn't have that before. He just gave us that. So as he has us more and more in each other's presence, we build off of one another. We strengthen. We are our brother's crutches. We strengthen one another. Okay. Yes. Ayabayan, I need to hook you up with the WhatsApp. Text me, Ayabayan. I know I got your number. I need to remember to hook you up with the WhatsApp. Yana said, LOL, praise y'all. He put me a lot of what you were talking about a few days ago, so I'm up with my popcorn to listen. All right. Taj said, I truly thank y'all and you for that WhatsApp. It's great. Praise y'all. All right. And Diana, I got your message too. We're going to work on trying to figure out how to get yours working. All right. So that was that question. Now let me go to the other questions for Hakiyama. All right, Hakiyama, could you start at the first one? Is from, and Sister Roberta, I'm gonna make sure I send you the Zoom. I think I sent you the Zoom link already. All right. So, oh, hold on. Let me see something. There was a sister named Highway, and they sent her letter to the spam. That's horrible, bro. They sent 2 people letters to spam that messaged me like a month ago. And hallelujah, we are service. I'm refreshed. It's refreshed to believe I have brothers and sisters in y'all. Yes, Shalom, sister. Robin Yah. That's her name. Sister Robin Yah. Robin Yah. They sent her letter to the spam. And I just let her know that she was battling something when they sent her letter to the spam. And it's horrible, man, when they do that. It's these devils, bro. And I said, first of all, I want to say my apologies, sister. They sent your letter to my spam, so I'm just now seeing it today, a month later. This is not okay because as I read in your letter, you needed to hear from our family and you would have heard back immediately. Just know we are here for you. You are not alone. Please reach back out and let me know that you got this letter. Just know that you are not alone. You have brothers and sisters in this ministry that would love to get to know you, and we can help you with your troubles. That's what Yah calls us to do, to be there for one another. Once I hear back from you, I will send you the link to our Tuesday Bible studies on our Zoom and our family group chat line, where we all stay in touch every day. I look forward to hearing back from you. Praise Yah. And she wrote, Grand Rising, this is after a month later. I'm grateful that Yah has guided you and you were able to retrieve my message. His timing is his timing, not our own. Hallelujah. Yes, we are servants for Yah. It's refreshing to know and believe I have brothers and sisters in Yah, in truth and in spirit. Robin Yah. All right. I need to send her. Let me do this right now because I see I still didn't send her the link for the Tuesday. Let me do that right now. Sorry, guys. Y'all can get slow patience. Sent. Who's the last one that I sent the link to for the? I think I sent it to Sister Roberta. Let me see. Yep, there it goes. So I'm copy that. Below is a link to the Bible study. Copy. I need to do it now, guys, because I get so busy I forget. And then let me go to her. I'm still in sent. Let me go back to my inbox. Oh, I seen it because it was in sent. That's how I seen it. I would have forgot. Thing. And then reply, Control V. Below is a link for the Bible study. Bingo. Send. All right, praise y'all. That's done. All right, so now let me go back to sent. And sorry guys, it's so much I have to do that, like, if I wouldn't have just went to the sent folder to find the questions for Hakyama, I wouldn't have remembered that I didn't send Robin Yah the link, because now her email's squished all the way down. So it's just so much. It's hard, really. Like, doing ministry at this level, you need a bunch of secretary. Like, usually people have an organization doing all this stuff, and I'm trying to do everything by myself without getting enough rest and stuff. So I'm doing the best I can, guys. All right, so let me go. All right, I got Hakyama's questions. All right, Hakyama, you can start with Nadia Al's question.
The first question is from Nadia Al. He asks, can we also speak in Iraq the true names and or rebuke everything in our minds, right?
So what Nadia Al's question was, that was regarding for those who got married at this and had a ceremony for their families, and they had a pastor speak in the name of Jesus and saying they get married in Lord and Jesus and all that. He was saying, can you speak the true names and rebuke everything in our mind? Yes, you could. That's what you should be doing. That's what I would do. So, and he's speaking on his marriage because they got married in front of their family, and the pastor was speaking all that stuff. So if, while he was speaking that, young king, if you was rebuking it in your mind, if you was doing that as it was happening, that's what you should have been doing. Because that's what I do. Whenever people be like, I speak the blood of Jesus, I'll be like, I rebuke that. I speak the name of Yahweh Shah, and I'll be like, Lord, I rebuke Lord, Baal, Yah. So whenever people speak, I replace it with the true names of the Most High, because names are ryoks, they're spirits and they're alive. So people think it's okay to just call on anything wrong. You're getting the spirits that come with calling on these gods. That's why they make up these names of these gods, because they know that you're going to get possessed by these these spirits that come with them. So yes, if you and your wife at that wedding, when they were speaking, this Christian pastor was speaking all this Lord God stuff over y'all, if y'all was rebuking it in your rock, that's what y'all was supposed to do. That's absolutely what you can and are supposed to do. All right. So the next one is Wyatt. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Well, that's funny. Well, this comes right when Yasharallah left. And she left early. But I guess it was meant. She already be like, it was meant, but go ahead. Why? Oh, and then she sent me, where did she send it? Oh, man. See, that's what I mean, by it's so much I'll be having that, let me see, did she send it as an email or did she send it to my phone? Nope, she sent it as an email. Okay. Ooh, that's big. Okay, so let me, all right, I don't know how I'm gonna show this, that's big. You can read Wyatt's question, Hakim, and then I got something to come out from Yasharallah, but she just left.
The next question is from Wyatt. He asks, Unc, do you think it's time to refresh the children of the revelation that was brought up about the so-called Passover feast and unleavened bread, which is the actual feast?
So what he was talking about on the last lesson, when the Most High had us breaking down about he abhor your feast days and your solemn assemblies and all that. When he was talking about the garden and 613 laws and all that. So what I was saying, said, do you think it's time to refresh the children of Yah about them knowing that Passover is not actually the feast day, it's the judgment day. And the next day, the Feast of Unleavened Bread is the actually feast day. So, and he's saying it because we're going in, feast is coming up. Now, the crazy thing is we're in a feast day. Yesharallah said we're in a feast day. I think it's tomorrow. That's why I wish she could have explained it, but she left. That's crazy. So she brought it out last time and it was going to come out tonight. And I forgot about it till I got to the question. And she usually stays long and she left. So she said, okay. So now I can't. She said the feast day is tomorrow, or if she was here, she could help me now. So anyway, so she said, hold on, because she gave all the breakdown of the feast. So let me see, let me go back. Let me see what she wrote in the title. She wrote in the title, the Feast of First Fruits, Pentecost, the Feast of, the Feast of First Fruits, Pentecost. So I guess the Feast of First Fruits is here. So she wrote the Feast of Harvest, Pentecost, also called the Feast of Weeks of First Fruits of Wheat Harvest, was kept in the Shamayam heaven since creation, according to the Book of Times, the Book of Jubilees. All right, so, and then she wrote that. So I guess she was writing that, but she told me after the study, there was a feast day coming now, like I think it's Monday or Tuesday, and she was supposed to bring it out tonight, but I guess the study went a different path and it took long, and she went to rest right before to bring it out. So it's a feast day now, guys. So now, what I want to bring out about the feast day, when the Most High said he abhor your feast days, it's not that we can't keep his holy feast days. What it is we keep the feast days now in spirit. Everybody's trying to do everything to the flesh, to the letter of the law. You could keep everything you want to the letter of the law, right? And First Fruit, Feast of Weeks, 58 count, First Fruit Sunday, May 26th. Oh, so it's today. Okay, so it's today. All right, there you go. So today, thank you, Yana, you helped me out. So today is Pentecost, Shavuot, the Feast of Weeks, the 50 days. So Yana wrote the third high annual Shabbat, Sabbath of the year is Pentecost, also known as Shavuot, the first fruits of wheat. Feast of Weeks begins 50-day count to the first fruits of new wine. Starts on Sunday, May 26th. All right. So the Feast of Weeks. First Feast of Weeks is Pentecost. All right. So now it's so she wrote the whole breakdown, but my goodness, it is way too much. Y'all should see this is like books and books and books and stuff. So I'm quite sure this is on our ministry, MashiachAssembly.com. If it's not, I'm gonna make sure I put this one up there too. Yana, she wrote a big one too. I don't know if it's the same one, but she be breaking all this down with colors and emojis and everything. A lot of work went into this. All right, so now the feast days, guys, we are to keep. But when the Most High said he abhor it, it's because they are eating flesh and blood. They thinking the feast is doing giving them salvation. They're worshiping flesh. They are doing all this stuff. And he like, I abhor that. If you ain't keeping my law, none of that stuff matters. You're still transgressing me. So, and we know from the captivities, we are not children of the flesh anymore. We're children in spirit of Yah. So we keep these things spiritually. Some of us can't keep it. Some of us got to work. Some of us, like even the Sabbath day, right? Some of us got to work. So everything is spiritual now. Now, if you're able to keep the feast, you keep it to as much as you can. You used to have sisters running around, okay, I can't cook, I can't do this, I got to do this, I'm throwing pots out, doing, they driving themselves crazy when the Sabbath is supposed to be a day of rest, and they literally killing themselves to prepare for it. It's like you missed the whole point, because they're trying to fulfill what our ancestors did, and our ancestors were wicked. Our ancestors was doing everything according to the flesh, not the spirit. We are spiritual children of Yah. So you keep these feast days if you want, as much as you can, if you can, right? But don't worry. Don't be trying to think you could dot every I, because you can do, stop. Our ancestors did all that, and still the ground opened up and swallowed them up and all that stuff. So none of that, your salvation ain't in that. That's why Yah said he abhors it. If you ain't keeping his commandment, that don't mean nothing to him. That I ain't hearing your prayers. He ain't hearing your solemn songs and none of it. Do his law. Read Genesis 1 and 2. First 2 pages, that's his law. All right. So now, for those who, want to keep feast days, it's cool. Of course, keep it. But don't make it, well, I got to do this. I can't get this. I got to get a dove. I got to go somewhere and find a dove, find me a butcher and a dove. No killing, no sacrificing, no atonement. No, it's all symbolic. Okay? It's all symbolic. So, whatever you keeping as symbolism and remembrance. But if you ain't circumcised spiritually to the both sides, don't matter. None of that matters anyway. All right. Praise Yah. But yes, happy Feast of Weeks to anyone who's keeping it. It's today. I know some others got a different calendar, but we got a calendar according to the Zadokite priesthood. All right. And all right. It was in the book of Jubilees, they said it was kept in the Shamayam, the first fruits. And then she wrote, let's just read this. How much is it? Oh, that's a lot. That's too much reading. Yeah. All right. So anyway, it was kept in the book of Jubilees. It's Jubilees 6, 17 to 35, for those who want to be able to read it at home. Jubilees 6, 17 to 35. Yasha said, I'm here, but you're probably tired. I heard it in your voice. Last time you said something, you're like, I'm here. Yeah. I know you're tired. So he said, yeah. So it's Jubilee 6, 17 to 35. Y'all can find it. And it says, he gave to Noah and his sons a sign that there should not again be a flood on the earth, and all that. It goes through it. And that's about the Feast of Weeks, the Feast of Harvest being kept in the Shamayam. All right. So happy Feast of Weeks to everyone who's keeping it. All right. Praise Yah. Thank you, Yesharallah, for your diligence in keeping us on the feast days. And I didn't know on Friday she meant to bring it out on the Shabbat to let everybody know it's coming on Sunday. But at least I got to bring it out. She'll watch this back. And she's going to be like, crap, because I would have let her start explaining it. But I don't know if she could come on the mic or not. All right, so now let me go back to my question. So that question was Wyatt. He was asking about, should we let him know about the feast? Yes, we just let him know about feasts. All right. So the next question is, that one's too big. I'm gonna have to do Sister Linda another time. Because I gotta bring scriptures with this one. Because I gotta read what she's reading. Maybe we'll do hers after Malachias. So read Malachias first, and then read Sister Linda Llewellyn. Who's there? Yeah, Yesharallah, sleep. Yana, Taj. Taj is a fool. Taj said, I wrote down everything I wanted said in the ceremony for my family, and I told the dude who's officiating the ceremony, if you say anything other than what I wrote you, my sword is real. Taj is a fool. I know that's right. That's what I do too. The facts. You take authority. That's what I said. And for the youngsters, y'all ain't got enough authority. That's the part of manhood. Growing to man and take authority. That's your wife, your covering. You make sure you take authority over that. Don't let nobody speak nothing that you don't agree with in Ryak. I don't care who it is. Praise Yah. All right, go ahead, Hakim.
The next question is from Malakia. It reads, when Unc spoke about the chance to speak to hundreds of people, but only speaking to a handful when an Uber driver, the thought I have on that is to not share with anyone as I will be the one to help condemn them. One simple example. She lives a good life, reads her Bible, etc. But know only the name of the Most High from the scriptures. I believe she is covered by grace due to her ignorance, but once I inform her, if she rejects it, then that covering will be removed. I feel so torn between sharing and keeping quiet. Now I feel the way forward is to focus on getting those many splinters out of my own eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the true example of the Most High's children, become the true example of the child of the Most High. Yeah. Then speak to those that come to me. What do you think?
Very, very, very great question and discernment. So she's asking this question because on one of the studies, one of the lives, I spoke about, I don't share all the time. I don't run around talking to everybody, y'all this and trying to awaken everybody. That's why I said I've been doing thousands of Ubers and it's only hundreds of Ubers and it's only thousands. And it's only when the Most High sets up a situation or if he tells me speak to this person, do I say something to them? Now, from that testimony call, people know I'm Uncle Yeshua, quote unquote, right? You would think I'm running around here. No, I have a whole full-fledged conversation with them. They be Christian everything, talking about Jesus. I was saying Messiah. They be talking about God. I'll be saying the Most High, like stuff like that. And I don't never once let them know about that ain't his name. And his real name is this and this and this and this. Oh, I'm low now. That's because I was loud before. All right, thank you, Yasha. Let me turn my mic up because I'm not yelling anymore. Thank you for that. All right. So yeah, I'm all right, y'all let me know if I peak later. All right, because I'm not yelling. All right, so I was explaining because I'm like, guys, you don't have to be out there trying to teach everyone and what's the name everyone, meaning like you got to just always, correct it, ain't his name, and this is this, his name is not Yah, and this, and you are the Hebrews, and you. Now, if that's your calling to go forth and be like an evangelist and all that, then that's your calling. But that everyone's calling ain't the same. Everyone ain't called to be out there with a bullhorn, a microphone, and the speaker standing outside of the Salvation Army talking about his name is Yah. Thus said the children of the book are the people, right? Everyone's calling is different. And I said, as much as people as I reach all over the world, I'm all out. So Malakia, I guess she heard that message that I was saying, that testimony. And she said, when Unc spoke about the chance to speak to hundreds of people, but only speaking to a handful, it was really thousands, because I have over 10,000 rides. So, thousands of people, but only speaking to a handful when an Uber driver. She said, the thought that I have on that is to not share with anyone, as I will be the one to help condemn them. Now listen to what she's saying. This is an individual stance. Listen to the wisdom in this though. She said the thought she had is maybe she shouldn't really share with anyone, as she could be the one to help condemn them. She said one simple example, if she knows a woman and she lives a good life. The woman reads her Bible all the time, etc., but she only knows the Most High from Christianity, from the scriptures, Roman Catholicism, Roman Christianity, right? So she knows Lord and Jesus and God and all that stuff. She said, I believe that if this woman is truly trying to follow the Most High in her error, even though she don't know him, she is covered by his grace due to her ignorance. That's true. She has an allotment of grace covering her by her not knowing. But then she said, but once I inform her of the truth of who he really is, and if she rejects it, then that cover will be removed. That's true. She says, so I feel so torn between sharing and keeping quiet. Let me help. The thing, guys, is to, come on, Taj Baliyah. Taj Baliyah said, there will come a time when we won't be telling people about Yah anymore. Literally, he said, close the book and shut your mouth. Literally, there'll be a time where it'll be closed. There will be no more. That's a whole fact. Now, the way I want y'all to walk this out, this is why I do. This is why I said that out of thousands of people, it was a handful. And what did I say? I said, when the Most High tell me, or he create a situation where I'm to say, the Rayak will tell you to speak. But most of us, we don't know that. So we think like, I got to tell him. And she's right. You will be condemning some people, because to much is given, much is required. You speak this word to this person and they reject it, and a covering can be lifted. Grace can be lifted off them because they reject it. And you literally end up condemning your own family members and stuff. That's why it's better to kind of let Yah will be done. Father, if I'm to waken them, then tell me when, because I ain't saying nothing till you tell me, because I don't want none of that on my head. That's the truth. That's when you don't know the power of your election, of what you got. That's when you know how that symbolism I gave before, when you so strong and you try to touch a little baby and you've been and broke his little arm because you don't know how strong you are. That's what that is. You're too strong. You don't know your own strength. You don't know the power and the anointing. That fire that you got can burn them to smithereens, to embers. Yeah, you'll literally burn somebody and don't even realize. So now, I'm not saying that we're not called to breathe a light unto others, but you got to understand, you have to make sure that the Most High is telling you to bring it forth. Be slow to speak. Remember? Y'all have no idea. As much as I talk on these studies, you have no idea I'm very slow to speak. I'm quiet all the time outside of this. I listen doubly. I don't got to prove to you nothing. I can have a whole full-fledged conversation. If y'all didn't say reveal myself to this person, reveal me to this person, you ain't gonna say nothing. You could be talking Jesus in my head. I'm like the Most High, even out my mouth. They be like, I'm having a conversation with a beautiful couple. We've been married 40 years and we just love Jesus, and we go, yes, I got him in the Bible. Oh yeah, I love the Messiah too. Oh, you know Jesus? Yeah, I know the Messiah. That's me. They don't even catch it. See? They don't even catch that I'm not saying Jesus. Right? Because if I let them know, well, I am actually one of the child of Yasharal, and I know they're like, what? Now that starts this whole, they don't even understand. But y'all didn't tell me to tell them nothing. Y'all see the difference? He didn't tell me to say nothing to him. And I'm enjoying, we still having a beautiful, strong conversation. They're talking about God, and I'm calling them the Most High. And they got testimony. They're saying they see a miracle. I'm like, then won't he do it? They be like, yes, Jesus will do it. Yeah, the Messiah will. Yeah, God will. Yeah, the Most High will do this and this. And we just, and then we get out and they give me a hug. We love, thank you so much. This is a beautiful, may God bless you. I said, may the Most High bless you too. In Jesus, in the name of the Messiah, a couple of times I slip and say Mashiach. Y'all got to see that. That'd be hilarious. A couple of times I slip, because you know I'm always saying Mashiach. One time I said Mashiach, I see the lady look, her face twisted up. Who? Sound like I spoke another language. I'm Mashiach. She said, who? I said, oh, Messiah. She's like, oh, okay. And I could see her like, what did he just speak? Spoke Hebrew, lady. But you don't know that. And y'all didn't tell me to tell you. You see? Facts. Y'all said I did that the other night at work. I know it'll slip out, right? It does it all the time. And y'all, the name y'all will slip out all the time. And y'all. I'll talk to somebody, I'll be like, y'all, and I'm like, oh crap, the Most High. Right? They'll be like, huh? I'm like, no, the Most High, and they keep on going. But guys, y'all will tell you when he wants his word spoken, he'll oh, there you go, because I'm peaking again, because I got loud, now I'm low and loud. All right, let me try to get it to a point where even if I peak, it ain't too crazy. All right, right there, that's probably a good spot. All right, when I'm low, it's still good. When I'm loud, it's still good. Thank you, Zayana. So, so that right there is when he'll tell you. Now, what she said was, she said, I believe that this woman is covered by grace due to her ignorance, but once I inform her about who Yah is and if she rejects it, then that cover will be removed. It sure enough will. So she said, I feel torn between sharing and keeping quiet. Be still, quiet. I'll tell y'all that less is more. Quiet. When he tells you to speak, speak, but make sure he's telling you. She said, now I feel the way forward in her walk, Malakia. She said, is for me to focus on getting those many splinters out of my own eye. Come on, Malakia, come on. She said, getting the splinters out of my own eye and becoming a true example of a child of the Most High, but then to speak to those who come to me. What do you think? I think bingo. I think that part. That's it. Okay? That's it. Work on getting your own splinter out and working on yourself, and then being a true example. And then when the Most High asks you to speak, just speak. Facts. All right. So the next question is Wyatt. Wyatt be having all these questions. Go ahead, Hakiyama. What is he asking? Oh, it's not finished, but I know what he means. You want me to handle it, or you got it?
So are you talking about the one under Malakias or the one above Malakias?
Under Malakia.
Okay. Wyatt asks, I actually have a question concerning this. Whenever some do say that Africans sold other Africans, how should I respond?
There you go.
Let's see that.
That's it. So he said, I actually have a question concerning this. Whenever someone asks, whenever someone says Africans sold other Africans, how should I respond? Listen, Wyatt. Wyatt, guys, is what y'all would call a young white man, only 20, something like that. But he's grafted into the house of Yahshua right now. So Wyatt, as a young white man, so-called white, you're saying when others say that Africans sold other Africans, how you respond? You tell them your mama sold your daddy or something. I know, don't do that. I just y'all know my personality. Say your mama sold your daddy. What I mean by that is, I'm being facetious. What I mean by that is, the reason why I'm being facetious is because that when they say that question to you, Wyatt, they are coming from an adversary place. They're not coming from a place of trying to know the answer or fruitful. They are trying to make a statement because they are trying to defend. They're against the natural branch, so-called black people. And the African soul of the Africans, like whenever they shut up, your mama sold your daddy. That's what I mean. Yeah, there you go. Why I said so. Don't give them the time. Now you already picked through the fruit. You picked through my analogy and said your mama sold your daddy. Get him out of my face, right? Yeah, tell me you're right. That's why I said tell me, yeah, your mama sold your daddy. Beat it. And I ain't got time for you because I know what spirit you in. You're not coming to try African soul of the Africans, European soul of the Europeans, Arab soul of the Arabs. What point are you trying to make? You see, you're an adversary. You're not coming. You're trying to sow. Ham sold Shem. Shem sold Shem too. Your mama sold your daddy. Now y'all see why I say that? I don't play with these people. I'm from New York. I tell them where I offend them. I don't care. I tell them like it is. I know them. I'm like Mashiach. Mashiach didn't play. That's why I tell y'all, Mashiach talked. I'm a lot like Mashiach, in tribunal. Now of course I'm not going to do something, I'm not going to go too far. I keep myself bridled, but Mashiach didn't play. He called them hypocrites, dogs. Mashiach didn't play with these people. I'm not wasting. I'm not what's my jewels unto swine. Yeah, those fighting words, y'all Dylan. Yeah, your mama sold your daddy. Get out of my face. Fat bingo. You know what that happened? Like, the white woman. Well, I have never. And you never will, but you will today. You don't get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? I have never. Well, you will today. You don't get out of my face. I'll shut you straight. I don't care who you is, too. I do it in a court building and everything. It'd be white people, the suited and tied authorities. I don't care. I'm like, get out of my face. I don't waste no time with these fool people. All right? Yes. Me too, Ty. I say I offend people. That's why I stay quiet. Me too. That's why I say I'm quiet all the time. Because I'm going to offend you. Because I'm not playing your little games. I'm not playing on, because I know what spirit you coming in. So when you come in that spirit, you're going to immediately get ripped and it's going to make me look bad. So I'm better to just shut up, right, Taj? I'm better to just ignore people and walk away. That's why Mashiach ignored people too. Remember that? Remember when they asked himself and he just keep walking? See, they don't know the scripture. They would literally ask Mashiach something and he would literally just act like they didn't ask him nothing. I'd be like, what in the world is the Messiah, guys, what they call Jesus? You read the Bible. They'll say something and he'll just act like they never said it and just keep walking. I said, he is so rude. He just be ghosting people. He literally does. He does it a lot too. He act like they ain't never say that. It ain't worth him giving an answer because he know what spirit they in. That's why. That's why I say I got a lot of attributes of Mashiach. Now you got to tame it because you don't want to, you don't want to harm nobody. But yeah, so that's it. So just don't even answer them, right? Just ignore. Don't even have the conversation. Move it to another level. I don't know. They mama sold lady. Your mama sold your daddy. I don't know. Just whatever. All right, they're in the wrong raya. All right, the next question. Oh, we definitely not going to do that. That's your shower laws. That's a big one. So we're going to go up to Linda Llewellyn. And this one, we're going to close out on this one. I might read. I don't think I'm going to get. I might get into it. We're not going to do an ancient book tonight. We'll do that on Shabbat. We changed up tonight. Because if I start into an ancient book, next thing you know, we'll be another 2 hours. Shalom, Fariyah. All right. So, Yabayan said, I do that on the holidays, just walk off. Facts. He said Mashiach never took off them black Air Force. Mashiach never took off his black Air Force, his whole ministry. He had them on in the temple and everything. Remember he went in the temple? He was black Air Force energy out. He was straight Black Air Force energy all the time, though. He was not playing. All right. So, go ahead, Hakiyama. Read Sister Linda Llewellyn's.
Linda Llewellyn asks, to my understanding, I thought that it was an evil Ryok that told Abraham to make a sacrifice. So that's why y'all intervened. Please clarify if I'm wrong.
So, sorry guys, I was eating a nectarine and it was so good. You know, y'all's fruit when it's ripe, oh, it's so juicy. That's why y'all see me. I eat it all the way down to that seed. I don't be playing no games. That thing good. So I apologize if y'all see me looking crazy, because I'm kind of on the screen big too, not even on the little side corner. And y'all should got me on this TV, so I'm up on there double twice. So now, yeah, that's some good stuff. Yeah, natural sugar, boy. I got the little nectarine string in my teeth. Sorry. All right, so the Sister Linda, Shalom, Sister Linda Llewellyn, she said, to my ever standing, I like that ever standing, because they be the overstanding and understanding, and you know what they be doing. I like that ever standing. All right, she said, to my ever standing, I thought that it was an evil spirit that told Abraham to make the sacrifice. And that's why y'all intervened. Please clarify if I'm wrong. I can't. I need to. That's why I said we probably gonna close out with this. We need to open our Bibles, because I need to read what you're talking about. I never looked at it like that. So that's something new to me. So let's close out with our Bible. We'll do the ancient book another time. Let's open our Bible. Open your Bibles. Oh, first of all, I gotta find out what scripture is that, Hakiyama, where Abraham, he said, where Abraham.
Genesis 22.
She shot. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we're going to go to the book of Genesis 22. I'm going to put it on the screen for those at home too. Book of Genesis 22. Hopefully y'all enjoyed yourself tonight. Got some fruit, scripture. I know we ain't read the ancient book, but praise y'all. Switch it up sometime. Genesis 22. Bang. The offering of Yasa. Okay. So let me see. Let's see. So there was a riot. Okay. So let me get to a question again. My question said, to my understanding, I thought it was an evil riot that told Abraham to make the sacrifice. That's why Yah intervened. So let's see. So let me put the scripture on the screen. Share, present, share screen. Bang, share. All right. So now, that's the scripture on the screen. I think that's big enough for the children to see at home. All right. Hakiyama, you going to help me read? Genesis 22:1. Oh, he definitely don't tempt no man. He tests. Oh, she said tempt. Hold on. Let me go back to a question. Good Ion, Yak Dylan. She said, I thought there was an evil rock that told Abraham to make the sacrifice. That's why Yah intervened. Oh, she didn't say tempt. Okay. She said, to my understanding, I thought it was an evil rock that told Abraham to make the sacrifice. Okay. Now, Yah doesn't tempt man, but he tests every man. All right, so let me go back.
It's the scripture that says tempt.
Oh, it does. Oh, shoot, I just switched to Isaiah. Oh, that's because I'm on the wrong thing. There we go. So which one where's the tempt at, Yasha? It's further down? Oh, it started right there at the beginning. Hold up. And it came to pass after these that Yah did tempt Abraham. Yah doesn't tempt no man. Maybe that's an addition in the scripture right there. That sounds like they didn't add it too. That's wrong from the rip. Ah, so Yahweh said, yes, it does. It says temp. Oh, 22 says temp too. Oh, it said Genesis 22. Yeah, nah, he definitely, I know he doesn't tip no man. So remember, they added to and took away from our scriptures. And remember, guys, our scriptures got transliterated. So you got to look for errors. That's why I say you can't read our scriptures and take everything literally. It's precepts, parables, all of that. But there's also transliterations going from Hebrew to English to Greek to Latin to all this other crap, right? So there's things added. Okay, remember Tinsdale wrote it, and these others, they got it from this one, they wrote it, and this one, all about time King James wrote it, got it rewritten and stuff. All right, so, pardon me. So let's see if what she said, that an evil spirit did this and not Yah. Go ahead, Hakiyama. And it came to pass.
And it came to pass after these things that Yah did test Abraham, and said unto him, Abraham. And he said, Behold, here am I. And he said, Now take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon one of the mountains, which I will tell thee of. And Abraham rose up early in the morning, and saddled his donkey, and took 2 of his young men with him, and Isaac his son, and clave the wood for the burnt offering, and rose up and went unto the place of which Yahweh had told him. Then on the 3rd day Abraham lifted up his eyes, and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said unto his young men, Abide ye here with the donkey, and I and the lad will go yonder, and worship, and come again to you. And Abraham took the wood for the burnt offering, and laid it upon Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand, and a knife, and they went both of them together. And Isaac spoke unto Abraham his father, and said, My father? And he said, here am I, my son. And he said, Behold the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering? And Abraham said, My son.
Go ahead.
You're fine.
Yeah. Hold on. Y'all act like, hold up. We got the fire and the wood, but where the offering? Go ahead.
And he said, Behold, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for the offering? And Abraham said, My son, Yah will provide himself a lamb for the burnt offering. So they went both of them together. And they came to the place which Yah had told him of, and Abraham built an altar there, and laid the wood in order, and bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Abraham stretched forth his hand, and took the knife to slay him. Verse 11. And an angel of Yahweh called unto him out of the Shemayim heaven, and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Lay not thine hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest the Most High Yah, seeing thou have not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me. And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and beheld him a ram caught in the thicket by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram, and offered him for a burnt offering instead of his son. And Abraham called the name of the place, Jehovah Jireh.
Exactly. But that does not say no doggone Jehovah Jireh in that scriptures. He called the name of that place Yahayara.
And Abraham called the name of the place Yara. And it is said to this day that the mount of Yahya, in the mount of Yahya it shall be seen. And the angel of Yah called unto Abraham out of the Shemayim heaven the second time and said, By myself have I sworn, saith Yahya, for because thou hast done this thing, and have not withheld thy son, thine only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the Shemayim, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gates of his enemies. And in thy seed shall all nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice. So Abraham returned to his young men, and they rose up and went together to Beersheba. And Abraham dwelled in Beersheba.
Praise you. All right. So no, Sister Linda Helen, I can see with the confusion. This was, as Al Yabayan said, that's a test, not a tempt. Right. So we definitely have to be careful reading transliterations. Now, the reason why I had you read the whole thing, because this is where the confusion can come in at. Yah was testing. So it started off, it said, and it came to pass after these things that Yah did tempt Abraham and said unto him, it says, Yah said, Abraham, and he said, behold, here I am. And he said, take now thy son, thine only son, with whom thou lovest, and get thee, right? So he told him what to do. He's testing him to see if he's willing to sacrifice his only Ya'ad son for him, the way that Most High sacrificed his only Ya'ad son for us. See the symbolism? This is the huge test that's going to say if you're going to be chosen for my lineage to come through your seed. If you're going to be chosen for the 1/3, who's the 1/3 who is going to be chosen to bring the others of my children on this earth at the end time through the 12 gates of salvation, through the end into my kingdom. If you're worthy. But remember, I said beginning stage, you got to be willing to die for the Most High. You got to be willing to do anything. And he will test you, but he won't tempt you. And sometimes he'll take you all the way to almost more than you can bear. Until you can bear. Man, I tell you, your doggone, it'd be right here to your nose, the water. You'd be like this, yeah, in bubbles. But, you better cry out. Because he's going to test you. Don't be scared to get tested, to try out. Diana said it says tested in the NLT and the NIV. Okay. Maybe the NIV finally got that one right. Wicked self. But yeah, it's a test. All right? Now, this is where the part where people can get confused. So it says, he says the test. He says, take your son, do all this, right? Abide. And Abraham listened. He, on the third day, he lifted his eyes, saw a place far off. He took the wood offering, and Yasak spoke unto Abraham. He said, okay, we got the fire and the wood, but where the lamb for the burnt offering? Abraham said, Yah's going to provide the lamb, right? So he's willing to go through with this test. And they came to a place where Yah told him, Abraham built an altar, laid the wood, stretched forth his hand, took the knife, and he's about to fulfill this sacrifice by heeding. He was willing to do this, his only Ya'ad son. Ya'ad means set apart son, the one special to him. Special. The Ya'ad is different in the Hebrew, the begotten. Ya'ad. Now, it says, right when he was about to fulfill it, it says, and the Malach of Yah called unto him out of Shamayam. And the Malach, the angel, said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, here I am. And the Malach said, lay not thine hand upon the lad, neither do anything unto him, for now I know that thou fearest Yah. Seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son from me. Now, which I have to, this is not an evil Ryak, Sister Linda Llewellyn. This is a Ryak of Yah. This is a spirit of Yah. This is a Malak of Yah. Malaks are spirits. Malaks are angels, and Yah uses them. This is a righteous Malak, so Yah is using them, and he's speaking on Yah's behalf. So Yah is using the Malak through him and speaking through him. He's doing this on accordance of Yah. He's fulfilling the test from to Abraham for Yah. So Yah is speaking through him. And it seems as if he's speaking as a power of authority for Yah. So when it looks like he's speaking on his own accord, he's speaking on behalf of Yah. He's being used as a vessel. Yes, like reading a letter on Yah's behalf, Yahakanah. Fact. Yah Dillon said that word could have been a messenger. That's what that is. He is a messenger, a first person messenger. Come on, Yahakanah, a first person messenger of Yah. All right? To see is the work going to happen. Yes. So then he says, that's why he says, and lay not thy hand upon a lie, neither do anything for now I know that thou fearest Yah, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me. See? So it's a first-hand messenger speaking. And Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, he caught him a ram and everything, right? Now, it said, now on 15, Genesis 22:15 says, and the Malach, the angel, called unto Abraham that second time. Here he come again. And said, by myself have I sworn, says the Most High. See? Says Yah. So Yah is using, he's advocating power of attorney. This is when Mashiach be speaking on behalf of Yah. When he said, if you see me, you seen the Father. You hear me, you hear the Father. When the Ruach HaKodesh, she says, when the Ruach HaKodesh speaks, listen, it's not speaking on its own accord, it's speaking what the Father tells you. So it's just as if the Father is speaking. This is not an evil Ruach. This is not an evil Malach, angel. This is a Malach that's obedient. This is a light angel of light, a Malach of light, not of darkness. So he said, by myself have I sworn, says the Most High. So that Malach came to him a second time, and he said, by myself have I sworn, says the Most High Yah. So now he's speaking through this Malach. But because thou hast done this, and hast not withheld thine son, thine only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply. That this is how we got blessed through Abraham, our great-great-grandfather, the lineage. So if this Sister Linda was a dark Malach, he could have never blessed. There is nothing dark in this. This is a test. And the reason why he didn't go through it because Yah didn't want him to kill Yasak. It was a test. He will test you all the way to the limit. I remember I was scared of that one. I remember I thought I said, because when my little son Azariah, man, I loved him so much. I had him as a baby. And I was like, Yah, please don't test me on that one. I don't know, Yah. How could I look in his little beautiful little eyes and how he looked up at me and you want me to just, I don't know. But it would have had to happen to know. But I don't know. I didn't think I could do it. I'll bring that out another time. I just got revelation. It's interesting. 2 days ago, I think 2 or 3 days ago, a Ryak, maybe a Malak, spirit of Yah. He said, on my channel, guys, y'all go to my videos. There's a video on my channel and it's titled, the devil tried to get my son to do a dream or something. It's on my channel. It don't got a lot of views because nobody really, and it literally said, and I told a dream that I had where it was in this elevator and the devil was trying to take Azariah, my son. On this channel, I did it 2 years ago. And he showed me 2 days ago, he said, that dream was prophetic. Look where your son is. They got him. That dream prophesied what happened. My son is gone from me now. The bond, remember I said that? It's broke. He doesn't even know me now. His mama and her new husband, they took him. And that dream, he showed me, he said, that dream, and I put it on YouTube. Y'all can go watch it. I'm going to watch it back again now. I need to watch back again because I need to see now everything I had in the dream. They got, and I remember in that dream, I said, you can't have him. You can't have him. And I was pulling, they was pulling on him. And he got him. He doesn't even know me now. He doesn't even, it's zero relationship. You won't even see my image if you've seen him. You've seen this other man's. And that's unlawful. They shouldn't have done that. It's okay. It take a village to raise him. He could be his stepdad. That's no problem. I have no problem with that. I don't care if he had 3, 4 dads. Meaning a village, uncles, but don't take that's my seed. And they took my seed. And now he has none of my likeness. He has zero of me. He has zero affinity to want to be with, he doesn't. It's horrible. And the Most High showed me the other day. I didn't even think about the video. He said, that was that dream. That was that was a premonition, guys, of the Most High showing me that the devils, he took my son, and I tried. So this, Sister Linda, this was not a wicked Malak. This was a righteous Malak of Yah. And he said, and the angel, the Malak of Yah, called unto Abraham out of the Shamayim heaven the second time and said, by myself have I sworn, says the Most High. Because thou hast done this. Now the Most High has given a covenant. So he says, this Malak is speaking on, see, Yah is speaking through this Malak. It's a first-hand account, power of attorney. So he said, by myself have I sworn, says Yah, for because thou hast done this thing and hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, that in blessing I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the Shamayim heaven, and as the sand which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gate of his enemies, and in thy seed shall all the nations on the earth be blessed. That's what we doing right now, because thou hast obeyed my voice. So Abraham returned unto his young brothers, his young men, and they rose up, went together to Beersheba, and Abraham dwelt at Beersheba. And this starts our journey as the children from the descendant line of the blessing of Abraham. So shalom to this Malak of Yah who fulfilled the tempting, who went forth with the Yah's will, the testing, sorry, I rebuked that, pardon me, God, who fulfilled the testing of Abba Yah, who went through with this will to do this test so that we could be blessed, and Abraham could pass it if he would pass it, and we could be blessed through it to continue. Go ahead, Hakim.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So, looking at Genesis 22, what we just read, it reminds me of the beginning, well, not the very beginning, but the middle part of this lesson. Others are saved by your testimony. Through Abraham's testimony, we were even blessed. And through the testimonies that were shared tonight, other people receive a blessing of some sort to help them throughout whatever walk that they're going through. Even if it's just a word, even if it's just, anything. This is much salvation through what we see our forefather going through, and the yakatas that were spoken of tonight. And that's all I wanted to bring out.
You just wrapped it all up to the conclusion of tonight's study. Tonight's study was what? Testimony. And I had no way to know that listen guys, thank you, Hakyama. We had no way to know that when we get to Sister Linda Llewellyn's question, that y'all will make this the last question, because Hakyama could know. Y'all don't know this. This ain't the last question. These questions, we went to skip. It's like other questions up, down. We went up and down. Now, y'all made this the last question. This wrapped the whole study up. It went right back to the foundation. What? The testimony. And what is the first line? And it came to pass after these things that Yah did test Abraham. And I literally said the salvation is in the testimony. And he tests all of us. That is so absolutely powerful. That's the power. That's praise Yah. Again, he shows himself every time. So the fruit of the Spirit is in the testimony. And as she said, we are saved by this testimony, to understand that because of his testimony and his test, him passing, we see the fruit, and we are to go forth and learn from it and continue on. Go ahead, Akiana.
There's two things that really stood out to me in this Genesis 2, but I will tell one. When Isaac said, and Isaac spoke unto Abraham his father and said, My father. And he said, Here am I. And he said, Behold the fire, behold the wood, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering? And Abraham told his son, My son, Yah will provide himself a lamb.
Mashiach.
And that can go into each and every one of our lives with what we're going through and struggling with. We're seeing ourselves as the lamb. We're seeing ourselves as, we can see ourselves as victims. But we are blessed. I don't know, that just part what Abraham told his son. He was saying that to his son for what he knew he was going to go through, put his son through, and for himself. It seems like that was his own little motivation in a way to himself in two folds.
Praise Yah. Yah will provide himself a lamb. That's my shot. So you're like, you don't have to, I'm testing you. But my son, my only Yah's son, will be sent as the lamb, the sacrificial lamb. That's why, as children of Yah, everyone, we owe Yah. We owe Mashiach. He sent his only Yah's son to be the sacrificial lamb so that we can have a chance at repentance. And we could take accountability. No more atoning these animals and killing rams and sheep and innocents. No more slaughter of the innocents. Slaughter ourselves. What we are to kill? Our flesh. Kill our flesh, kill our heart, kill ourselves. Die to the self, die to the flesh daily. Be spiritually born every day to the Father. Y'all see it? Praise Yah, his holy name, his rightful order. Thank you, Hakiyama, for closing out this Q&A. This Q&A. Greater is he that is within you. Yah got us all, guys. He know every strand of hair in your head. He know everything that you're going through. Everything that you're going through. Every bit of it. Keep enduring and knowing that he know you. Everything is a test. I'm still tested. I got the last bit I got to go through with this last thing that happened with these courts. So I'll let y'all know when that's finally nailed and done, then I can say, okay, that test is done with. On to the next. Spoke to the lady, no disrespect, but they sent me a black lady, and oh boy, I know that's horrible, right? Horrible thing to be saying, right? Ain't that something? That's hard. That's how you know we cursed, our curses. that I'm like, soon as I heard that black lady on the phone, I was like, oh, and it sure enough went just like I thought. She would not listen, and she just, mess. So now I got to do another call and try to get me another, hopefully another, and I'll let y'all know when that's done. And this one should be done. I'm going to do it on Monday. Oh, that's tomorrow. No, that's in the morning. Oh, my goodness, now. Well, that's this morning. I'll do it this morning. I'm glad I thought of it. I got to call them, and I'll let y'all know once that's sealed away and done, then that part of the test is over with. It was, so just know that he got you, man. Even though sometimes it get rough and it look like you got to go through some things, then it is what it is. But praise Yah. Yachnan said this whole lesson was a breath of Hayah to our Rayaks, Hayada to all of you Mashbayah. Praise Yah. The breath, the Hayah, the revelation, the breath of Yah. All right. Praise Yah. I'm glad y'all. Diana said, I'm so encouraged. Praise Yah. That means the fruit came through. Shalom, Tatiana and Hashayana. Hopefully you recovering well, Tatiana, from your surgery. All right. Shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining Mashiach Assembly Ministries House of Yah as we do this divine discussions. And this was about the testimony, the test of Yah and salvation being in the testimony. I love you all, and I'll see y'all on Tuesday for Mashiach Assembly and our Zoom Bible study. Everybody else I see on Investment Group on Wednesday. Everybody else I see on the 25 to Life Testimony TV on Thursday. And everybody else, I'll see y'all on the Shabbat study on the 7th day. I love you all. From Mashiach Assembly Ministries House of Yah to all of y'all, go forth, be the light of the fire that you are in spirit and in truth. Speak the truth, the power of the Most High. If you don't, if the Most High ain't calling you to speak his word to nobody, keep your mouth shut. But all in your ride, keep it real. Y'all know how we do.
Bossy, you know what it is.
You know what it is. From Mashiach Assembly Ministries House of Yah to you, I love you all. Children of the Most High, go forth and be Yah. You're created in his image. You're created in his image. When they see you, they should see Yah. When they hear you, they should hear Yah. Now, we're not perfect, but just understand you're supposed to be his vessel, his representation on earth. You are Yah's. Go forth and be the light of the fire you are. And bust that darkness right in the head.
Bossy, you know what it is.
All right, guys. I love you all. May the Most High cover and bless you all. All right. Shalom. Thank you, Hakyama. Thank you, Elder Taj Balayah. Thank you, Yashiyaha. And thank you all, Mashiach Assembly, for adding into this lesson and being gracious hosts to our brothers and sisters across the world. Shalom. Until next time. Praise Yah.
Shalom, everybody.
Shalom.
He adds secures and hooks us tight. A gift from Yah, eternal life. He sent his son a sacrifice to show how much he loves us. You are loved, you are loved. You are loved, you are loved. You are loved, oh, you are loved. You are loved by Yahuwah.
Praise Yah.
Praise Yah. Praise Yah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Bible study every Tuesday, 8 p.m. We having a Zoom Bible study. I'm gonna put email me for the link.
I'm a lion of the tribe of Judah. Say it again. You got that right.
We hope you have a good time watching our videos, and we'll see you in the next video.
And we'll see you in the next video. So like and subscribe.
Our channel.
Yeah.
We are the true Hebrews, the true and real Israelites. We are the true ones that fulfill Bible prophecy and scripture.
He had to